Yo. I said, yo. What's going on, y'all? This Mazuma TV. Well, this is Marcus Rosa, aka Mazuma TV, back at y'all with some more boxing talk, man. What's going on, y'all? Hope everybody is having. Damn, I forgot my own intro. That's how tired I am in this motherfucker. Blessed, beautiful, positive, productive night, man. How's everybody doing, man? Shout out to the GOAT. First one in here for the day, man. My boy Notes. Day one. What up? What up? Slime. My boy Slime, man. What's going on, y'all? Hope everybody is doing well today, man. We got some things that we need to discuss. You know what I mean? We got 7 people in the building already. I'm guessing y'all got the notifications. Hit the like button as soon as you come in. It is very much appreciated. You know what I'm saying, man? Well, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I'm a little tired right now. You know what I mean? Um, But we gonna make it do what it do regardless, man. Had a long day at work. Put that work in at the gym, man, making sure everything is correct before the fight night, January 19th at Pivot Boxing Academy. If you are in or around the Philadelphia area, stop by Pivot Boxing Academy. January 19th, we're gonna have a great showcase of boxing, man. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, I hope everybody's doing well. We got some things that we need to discuss, of course, man. We're gonna speak on Floyd Mayweather and this whole situation that's going on with Devin Haney. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna definitely speak on that. And then we're gonna speak on Errol Spence Jr. returning to social media, you know what I mean, and what that could possibly mean. You know what I'm saying? Let's get straight into it, man. For those who aren't here right now, it is what it is. You know what I mean? I'm not really tripping about it. What y'all talking about, man? He said I'm still at jokes, nose be original. Oh, y'all must got something going on. I don't know. Let me see. Yeah. Well, Rello and Hev. Oh, okay. That's what's up, man. I appreciate you tuning into the live, but guess what? You caught the live now, so that's what's up, man. I hope you're doing well. Thank you for supporting the channel, of course. It's super early on the morning, bro. What do you mean? What you talking about? I mean, it's 11 o'clock over here. I don't know what time it is where you at, but it's 11 p.m. over here, my brother. I don't know what you talking about. But regardless, let's speak on Errol Spence. You know what I mean? Errol Spence Jr., somebody who just came off of a pretty dominating loss to Terence Crawford. You know what I mean? He's been on a little bit of a hiatus since his defeat to Terence Crawford. He went on social media. Okay, it's 7 a.m. in your country. Okay, it's 11 p.m. over here in Philadelphia in the United States. You know what I'm saying? So I changed my YouTube. This Smurf, I've been here before. Okay, cool. What's going on, man? But anyway, let's speak about Errol Spence, man. Since his loss against Terence Crawford, I think he put up like a couple tweets saying that he didn't really have any excuses and that he was looking forward to the rematch, whatever, and then just disappeared for a while. You know what I mean? And it got to the point where a lot of people were speculating exactly where Errol Spence was. You know what I mean? Where exactly he was. And I think in one of my last lives that I put out a couple days ago, I said, "Where is Errol Spence Jr.?" You know what I'm saying? Like, what is exactly going on with him? He's been completely quiet. You know what I mean? There was some pictures that had leaked of him, of course, and a lot of people were saying bad things about him. Now, me, I'm not the one to really speak about fighters and what they do outside of the ring. That's really none of my business, in all honesty. You know what I mean? I could care less about how their appearance looks or what they doing or what they participate in. That's not really my concern. You know what I mean? On here, I am a boxing coach. I am a boxing trainer. I am a former boxer. But on here, I strictly speak from the fighter's perspective with a little bit of a trainer's insight at the same time. But I'm not here to shit on fighters at all. You know what I mean? Outside of the ring, I can speak on their performances and things of that nature or criticize. Um, their performances or the things that they put out into the media. But Errol Spence, he's actually one of my favorites. You know what I mean? He's not like in the top of my favorites, but he's somebody that I really look forward to watching because of how the way he stepped when he in that ring, man. You know what I mean? How the way he stepped when he get in that ring. Jaron Miller got booked? Really? I'm thinking you talking about the one who just got knocked out, right? Jaron Miller. Because you put Jared. Let's see what's going on with him. What? Jared Miller. What? Jared Miller arrested in alleged carjacking in Florida. Burglary. Wow. Oh, so his car got repossessed and then he went back and got it. So they repossessed, Jared Miller, they repossessed his car. He went back into the dealership, choke slammed one of the employees, grabbed his keys, and dipped off with the car. Hey, yo, ain't no way. That sound like some shit like Dero. That don't even sound real. He was held on a 30K bond. He has a court hearing Wednesday afternoon. He had a court hearing Wednesday afternoon. It says Miller placed the employee in a chokehold and slammed him to the ground before he grabbed the keys and jumped in the truck. What the hell? Miller, 35, from Brooklyn, New York, is accused of attacking a car dealership employee before fleeing in a Dodge Ram that was recently repossessed. Jaron placed the employee in a chokehold and slammed him to the ground before he grabbed the keys and jumped in the truck. Ain't that something? Yo, they said, boy moving like Mitch Green. Yeah, he wilding. Bro, I would have never thought Jaron Miller would have got arrested for something like that. Like that's crazy. But he gotta control himself, man. He just put himself in a bad situation, and he had a 30K bail, and he didn't bail himself out. He was wow. Yeah, I'm gonna have to read more into that. But what I just read off ESPN, that's wild. That's wild, man. Sean Terence, what's going on? Shay, what up? What up? He just got a bag too from Saudi. Yeah, he should have put some of that bag towards getting his car back. Ray Davis said should have showed up to the impound with Shakur, sent the bottle over, and Notes released the whip. That's crazy. And wow. Okay. No, we're not gonna get into none of that, man. That's not really important or relevant with the sport of boxing, man. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna let the details come out about that. I feel like I made a mistake talking crazy about Jermell Charlo and his situation with his people. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna fall back off of that. You live and you learn. You know what I'm saying? We got 21 people in the building, man. Hit the like button as soon as you come in if you fucking with the content. You know what I'm saying? But back to Errol Spence Jr. and exactly what's going on with him. Yeah, man, he's pretty much just been chilling, laying low off of social media ever since his loss to Terence Crawford. And I think this was something that was planned strategically from Errol Spence, man, to lay low and just enjoy himself and time with himself and his family and all that. Because as soon as the new year came up, he went back to posting on social media. So maybe he already had it in his head. He was like, you know what, man, I'm gonna just fall back off social media for the rest of the year. You know what I mean? Just spend time with my family, enjoy myself, enjoy the fruits of my labor. You know what I'm saying? So he probably was like, all right, man, like, let me just fall back off of this. And then once 2024 came around, he was like, all right, let me get back on the socials and show my face out here because that rematch with Terence Crawford is coming soon. You know what I'm saying? That rematch with Terence Crawford is coming soon. I think it's happening within the first quarter of this year. You know what I mean? Maybe in the spring. I doubt that they'll be doing it anytime during the summer. I'm sure it'll happen before that. You know what I mean? But from what I heard with this PBC on Prime deal, they saying that Tank is going to be the one opening up that whole series that's going to be going on with Amazon. So I'm looking forward to hearing some announcements soon, man. It's January. We getting past the first week of January in itself, so we should be hearing something really soon. You know what I mean? To promote these fights and for them to have their media conferences and things of that nature, man. So we should be hearing something soon, bro. Ever since they announced the whole situation with Prime, they haven't really been saying anything. You know what I mean? So it's good to see Errol Spence back in the mix, man. It's good to see him in good and positive spirits. You know what I mean? Hopefully he's able to translate that into his next training camp. And I've heard from a source that their rematch is going to be at 147 pounds. But considering the fact that Terence Crawford may vacate his WBC title within the next couple days or maybe weeks, most likely they'll be rematching at 154 pounds, man. That's what it's looking like. I think Terence Crawford is done with 147. I think Errol is done with 147. So with that being said, man, I think they're going to be fighting at 154. And those belts at 147 are going to be vacated soon. And you're going to watch all these fighters, the Keith Thurmans, the Stanionis, and all them dudes. You're going to see all them dudes scrambling, trying to grab one of them vacant titles. You know what I mean? Especially Thurman. That's exactly what he's waiting on. He just wants to be a champion so bad. He wants to be in a power position so he won't have a reason to really fight anybody or make himself look like he's the B side of any situation. That's really why I don't think he's fighting Boots, in all honesty, because with Boots being the IBF champion and Keith Thurman being extremely inactive, not having any type of belts, no type of how can I say this? No type of superiority in the division. You know what I mean? It might be a situation where Boots may be the A side, and I think that Keith Thurman is too arrogant to really come to grips with that. So I'm sure he's just going to fall back like he's been doing, sit on the shelf, wait for the opportunity to arise, and then take that fight with Jaron Ennis. You know what I'm saying? So that's pretty much what it is, man. You know what I mean? We got 16 people in the building, man. Hit the like button as soon as you come in. You know what I mean? Shay says Boots is coming for it all. Oh, you already know. You already know, man. I think him getting that IBF belt just motivated him more than what he already was. And I think that his ultimate goal is to become undisputed. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I think that his ultimate goal is to become undisputed. And I think that he's very capable of doing so, especially with the climate of 147 pounds right now. You know what I mean? As a matter of fact, let me edit this title to put, let me see if there's any way to edit this title right here while we here talking. You know what I'm saying? I want to change this to, instead of Errol Spence returns to social media, I'm gonna put that Terence Crawford to vacate his WBC title, because that's something that I've been hearing lately. I don't know if there's any validity to that, but it's just a rumor as of right now. So I'll tell you what, though, if this does happen, if this were to happen, yo, go. You keep asking me to be a mod. I told you that you gotta wait your turn, man. I'm content with the moderators that I have now. I told you last time. You know what I mean? You gotta stick around a little longer. You know what I mean? You gotta really show who you are, because I have a history of people being moderators and going against my channel, being detrimental to my channel. So you're gonna have to earn your spot, bro. I'm not just giving that out. You know what I'm saying? And that just is what it is, man. You continue asking, that's really gonna make me feel like you suspicious, and you know what I mean? That's gonna make me not want to make you a moderator. You know what I'm saying? Hood Rich 410. What up? What up? Yo, Claymore, what's going on, man? I hope you're doing well, man. But let's say it is true that Terence Crawford vacates his WBC title. This is gonna open up another huge opportunity for Jaron Ennis to take advantage of, man. Look, we already know that Terence Crawford is not gonna fight Jaron Ennis. You know what I mean? He made it clear. He said that he's only looking at the Errol Spence rematch because he's contractually obligated to do so. And he's looking at the possibility of a Canelo Alvarez fight. Y'all seen the interview on my channel with Bomac. He told you that he may very well retire if he's not presented with the Canelo fight, if he were to come out successful against Errol Spence in the rematch. You know what I'm saying? So it's either, yo, I'm going to go after that fight. If Canelo don't look my way, then I'm hanging up the gloves because he feel like he don't really got to prove anything anymore. That man is a three weight class world champion, man. 3 weight class world champion, undisputed in 2 out of the 3 weight classes. He felt like that's just enough. So if he feels like that is enough and he feels satisfied and he's feel like he's validated in what he's done in his career, then he should walk away. If you feel like you got nothing to prove anymore and you just don't got that hunger how you used to, and you really don't want to prove you the best amongst these young dudes, then, you know what I mean? Maybe it is time to walk away. You know what I mean? Hold on, man. This shit is dumb loud. I just got this new iPhone. And these, yeah, this shit need to be on silent mode. You know what I'm saying? But, hold on. How do I do this shit, bro? But anyway, yeah, that's pretty much what it is, man. So Terence Crawford not gonna fight Jaron Ennis. You know what I mean? He looking for a big bag. Bomac done told you. Terence done told you they don't feel like Boots brings anything to the table. You know what I mean? So with that being said, if he were to vacate that WBC title, that's another title for Jaron Ennis to get. Mario Barrios is a WBC interim champion right now. So if it were a situation where Bud vacates, they might elevate Mario Barrios to the full-fledged WBC champion at 147 pounds. They told you already. Mario Barrios and Boots is going to happen. Bozy Ennis told you that fight is going to happen. They're very confident that that fight is going to happen. And if it does happen, it's a unification fight. The IBF title and the WBC title all on the line. Do I think that Mario Barrios is scared of Jaron Ennis? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I don't believe so at all. You know what I mean? I think that he will fight him. If we look at this man's history, he has no problem getting in there with no elite guys. He showed you. Tank Davis. He took a little fight in between. No, wait. He did. Tank Davis and Keith Thurman back-to-back. Fought Giovanni Santiago, beat him. Then he went straight into the Yordenis Ugas fight. He's showing you. He's willing to take them chances. So I really believe that he will fight Jaron Ennis. His team seemed like they were pretty intrigued and making that fight happen. Boots don't got no problem fighting anybody. His confidence at an all-time high. He genuinely feels like he's the best fighter in the world. He feels like nobody could beat him. So, of course, he's going to take on every challenge. If you genuinely believe in yourself, there's nobody that's going to knock you off your square. Boots is in that mind frame right now. None of them dudes, he feels like none of them could fade him, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, with both of them dudes sharing this mentality, this is a fight that could genuinely happen in 2024 for 2 out of the 4 belts. And this is something that Jaron Ennis really needs in his career, man. He needs to continuously stack up these belts. He's going to have to get it from the mud to show that he actually brings something to the table. Because if he's able to successfully do so, you might convince Terence Crawford to fight you, man. You know what I mean? If you keep racking up these wins and you keep building up your popularity, you keep building on your superstardom, you show that you can sell. That might turn Terence Crawford's head around and entice him to fight you. And that's something that Jaron Ennis has been wanting for years now. He's been saying that he wants to fight the top guys for years. He's been talking about Errol. He's been talking about Bud. He talked about Yordenis Ugas. He talked about Keith Thurman. He spoke about all these dudes. Even called out Sean Porter at one point. He wants to fight these dudes. You know what I'm saying? So we got 27 people in the building, man. Hit the like button as soon as you come in. You know what I mean? No says, you think Boots still can make 47 easy? Absolutely. Man, when you watch him weigh in, he and that man don't really, I know from experience that Boots be on weight the week of the fight. Like he be on weight the week of the fight. How does he do it? I don't know, but the man easily makes the weight. And I remember at one time me and him had a conversation back and forth in the DM. This was a while ago. This is back when I was still boxing. And he was talking about possibly fighting at 140 pounds. You know what I'm saying? I was like, would you really do that? He was like, nah, I'm going to just stick at 47. But he was contemplating fighting at 40 at one time. You know what I mean? He weighs in 145. He makes the weight easy. Like usually when guys are struggling to make weight, man, they usually hit the weight right on the money, man, they usually be 147 flat, or they'd be a little bit low, like 146.8. Boots would be touching 145 pounds. 145 pounds, bro. He makes the weight easy, man. You know why? It's because Boots don't cut no corners. You know what I'm saying? He stays in shape in the gym. Even if he puts on weight, he stays in shape in the gym. He keeps his body active. He's not sitting on the couch during the off season. That man is continuously learning. So it's not like he's sitting around drinking and smoking and doing Lord knows what with Lord knows who, man. He lives the fighter lifestyle year round. Year round. That man will fight on Saturday and then be on the gym Monday, working on his jab on the heavy bag. Like, I've seen this. That man really lives the lifestyle. So that weight cut's not going to be hard for him to do. I promise you that. And obviously, if he's saying that his goal is to become undisputed, I think that we all have an understanding that may take some time. I mean, them opportunities not going to fall in his lap like Nayu or NUA, where he could unify the division in a year. This might take him 2-3 years to do. You know what I mean? It's probably going to take a couple years for these guys to build up the courage to fight this man for undisputed. You know what I'm saying? Boots is really the man, bro. I'm trying to tell you that dude is different, man. I can't wait to bring him on my show. You know what I mean? This is a little difficult right now, considering that I got to run my own gym, and then they training all the way up a gym that's probably like a half hour from my gym. So it's gonna have to be a day where he's in the gym and I happen to not be at the gym, but I'm at the gym every day. So it's a conflict with schedules right now. You know what I'm saying? His determination is top tier. That's a fact. GOAT for real. Yeah, I don't think they really understand, bro. But they're gonna understand soon though, because when Boots was like, bro, I knew about Boots since before he turned pro. You know what I mean? I've been hearing about him in the amateurs and all that. And they was telling there's been whispers around these gyms in Philly that Bosey's youngest son, bro, he gonna be world champion. They was saying this before he even made his pro debut. They knew what was going on. When I seen him, when I went into the dungeon down Venango, right by the L and shit, I seen that man train. I seen him spar. I was like, he gonna be a problem, bro. Like I said, bro, he stay focused and just be in this gym and just worry about nothing but boxing, that man gonna be world champion. And there you have it. You just know when you in this game and you in these gyms, when you've been around the game your whole life, you know when that fighter has it. I knew Boots had it when he was in his early 20s, late teenage years. You know what I mean? Ross said, I was going to say fighters are going to wait until they see a flaw in Boots, but when Boots didn't look good against Karen, guys at 47 still didn't try to fight him. I think it's because they understood that it wasn't really Boots that gave the bad performance. It was really the dude Karen, because Karen didn't really take any chances. You know what I mean? He was in survival mode off of the rip, and it was just a showcase of Boots just attempting to punish dude, but the dude was finding every exit he could in the fight. He just didn't want to engage. And I don't know if you guys ever sparred or competed or anything of that nature, but if you're ever in a situation where you're fighting a dude who doesn't want to get knocked out or doesn't want to commit or give you any opportunities to put hands on him, it's very difficult to knock out a guy who's in survival mode. That's extremely difficult. So I don't really put the full blame on Boots. Like, of course, Boots could have did things better. Nobody's perfect. But the reason why that fight turned out that way was definitely not because of Boots. You know what I mean? Boots always puts on an exciting showcase. You know what I mean? I haven't seen him in a boring fight prior to that or after that. You know what I mean? So I don't put the blame on Boots at all. He won every round. There's nothing that you could really say. It wasn't a close contest at all. So it is what it is, man. You know what I mean? But if Terence Crawford vacates the WBC title, man, it's going to be pretty good for Jaron Ennis. You know what I mean? Because if he's a unified world champion, it's just giving him more leverage at the negotiation table. Just building his profile as a potential superstar, man. Y'all heard Eddie Hearn say it. He said, yo, that kid Boots. He said that if he were to sign Boots, that, you know what I mean, he was gonna have a fight at the Leah course, and which is it's an arena not too far from the location that I'm at currently. You know what I mean? It's probably like a 10-minute drive down from here. And this is pretty big. That's actually where I graduated at. My graduation ceremony for high school is at the Leah Court Center. You know what I mean? Yo, my boy Jamil Parker, YSM Sports Media. He said, shout out to one of the best young trainers in boxing. Hashtag Mazuma Nation. Yo, shout out to Jamil Parker, man. One of my biggest supporters, man. Y'all tune in to YSM Sports Media on the regular, man. Y'all have to tune in. One of the best channels in the sport of boxing, man. Y'all got to check out YSM Sports Media for sure. That's my guy. Me and Jamil got to link up one day, man. We got to link up one day. Yo, as a matter of fact, Mil, I think I'm going to run into you January 12th. I think I'm going to run into you January 12th, man. Let's kick it, man. Let's get some interviews in. You know what I mean? Let's get some interviews going. It's been about a year since we did an interview. You know what I mean? So I'm going to run into you January 12th at the arena so we could chop it up about some fights or whatever topic's currently relevant, man. Shout out to Jamil, man. I appreciate the donation. You know what I mean? Helping the channel grow, of course. But yeah, that's pretty much the situation right now, man. So if it's true, if the rumors are true that Terence Crawford is going to vacate his WBC title, yeah, it's been about a year, Mil. You already know, bro. But I'm always accessible, bro. I'm not hard to find at all. You know what I mean? But yeah, I really hope that works out. You know what I mean? If Terence Crawford is genuinely moving up to 154 pounds and he decides to let go of the belts, I mean, most likely Mario Barrios is going to be upgraded to the full champion. You know what I mean? Or he might have to fight for the vacant belt. I don't know exactly how the situation will go. But regardless, got to see that unification fight for Jaron Ennis, man. I got to see it. I think stylistically it's just all bad for Mario Barrios. And this is somebody who consistently came on here and told y'all that I am a big fan of Mario Barrios. I was a big fan of him back when they was calling him the Golden Boy. You know what I mean? When he fought down in Bethlehem at the Sands Casino. I think it's called like Wayne Creek now. One of them Jones. You know what I mean? But regardless, the first time I ever seen Mario Barrios fight is when he fought a Philadelphia fighter. I forgot his name. Damn. He fought a Philadelphia fighter. The boy ended up having an injury, so they gave it a TKO win for Mario Barrios. But before he was called El Azteca and all that shit, they used to call him the Golden Boy. You know what I'm saying? That's how they was building him up, and he was super sharp even back then. So I knew he was going to be a problem. The Ghost says Mario doesn't stand a chance against Boots. I'm agreeing with you. You know what I mean? I just think that Boots punishes Barrios. I think he stops him within 5 to 6 rounds. You know what I mean? And that's only because Mario Barrios is pretty durable, man. I've seen him take some hellacious shots from guys like Keith Thurman. I've seen him take some hellacious shots from guys. It was Naeem Nelson. Thank you, Jamil. Appreciate that. I don't know how I forgot his name. He used to spar my guys. You know what I mean? But Naeem Nelson, yeah. He fought Naeem Nelson at down Bethlehem, and he put on a good fight. You know what I mean? So I was a fan of Barrios ever since then. But yeah, I think he's all wrong for Jaron Ennis. You know what I mean? 5 to 6 round stoppage for Jaron Ennis. In all honesty, and like I said, it's because Mario Barrios is a tough dude, man. He's durable. I've seen him take some big shots from Gervonta Davis. I've seen him take big shots from Keith Thurman. And I just think that Jaron Ennis is a totally different monster in comparison to them two dudes I just mentioned. Bigger dude, probably faster than both of them dudes. It's just gonna be a bad joint, man. You know what I mean? I just think it's gonna be a bad joint all around for Barrios. I ain't gonna lie to you. But I mean, anything that could get Boots 2 belts in the welterweight division, they gonna have no choice but to see that man. You know what I mean? And of course, I'm talking about the Thurmans and the Stanionis and the Cody Crowleys. If they want an opportunity, you know what I'm saying? They just gonna have to see Boots. You know what I mean? Because Errol Spence and Terence Crawford, they caught up with each other right now, and they may be in a different division fighting. So we're gonna have to hold off on the possibility of Boots fighting either one of them dudes until Boots decides to make that jump up to 154 pounds. You know what I mean? Rouse said, I got Boots in 4 if it happens. That's not a bad prediction, bro. I'm not going to lie to you. It's not a bad prediction. We got 26 people in the building, man. I appreciate you guys tuning in. Hit the like button, man. You know what I mean? AB versus Brandon Lee at 140. Who wins? I got Brandon Lee. And speaking of Brandon Lee, man, I wanted to say RIP to Cameron Duncan. You know what I mean? I heard that he had passed away. That's somebody that had managed multiple world champions. Most recently, I believe, I don't know if he was still managing Boots around this time, but he was managing Jaron Ennis, managing Brandon Lee, and things of that nature. And I believe he managed Terence Crawford back in the day as well. So RIP to Cameron Duncan, man. He did some historical things in boxing, brought up some great world champions, you know what I mean? And I hope that man rests in peace nonetheless, you know what I mean? But I don't know exactly how that's gonna go with Booth's career now. I don't know if I mean, obviously his contract will be voided if his manager passed away or whatever. But it's interesting to see where Booth is gonna go from here. You know what I mean? I'm sure Jamil done got some info that we don't know about, but yeah, man, it's real intriguing to see exactly what's gonna go on with Booth's career moving forward. You know what I mean? That's all I'm gonna really say about that. You feel me? But RIP to Cameron Duncan for sure, man. That's unfortunate. But yeah, I would have Brandon Lee defeating AB at this point. Adrien Broner is just not who he used to be. You know what I mean? As soon as he got into the 40s and the 47s, man, he became a fighter that became extremely discouraged in the ring, extremely hesitant, gun shy. You know what I mean? And I think that he did a lot of things outside of the ring that stunned his growth as a fighter. And of course, we all know what I'm talking about, man. The party and the alcohol consumption that he's admitted to on several occasions. I think that he did a lot of things that stunned his growth as a fighter. Somebody who cut a lot of corners, has been extremely unprofessional in the sport in terms of not making weight or changing the weight class last minute to not make it seem like he missed weight or anything like that. He's gotten into a lot of trouble outside of the ring that I really feel like has hindered his career. You know what I mean? He just couldn't keep his head on straight. And it seems like it's something that he's still dealing with to this day. You know what I mean? The GOAT says, I believe AB can make a comeback. I think that that's just the same sad story that they just keep. I think a lot of AB fans, they just holding on to false hope because they can't really believe that he fell from that he as high up as he was, that he took that hard of a fall. You know what I mean? Adrien Broner was on top of the world at one particular time. These people were comparing him to Floyd Mayweather. You know what I mean? They was acting like he was the next big thing coming into sport, and there were people that were actually saying that AB would have beat Mayweather and he's better than Mayweather and all this other stuff, man. So to be on that high of a pedestal to take such a big fall like that, man, is disappointing to see. And I think ever since then, a lot of fans have been struggling to deal with that realization. And because they struggling with that realization that he done fell off, they still believe that there's some type of hope for Adrien Broner. I'm gonna tell y'all this right now. It's a wrap, bro. Adrien Broner, his opportunity done went down the drain years ago. AB is a shell of himself. You know what I mean? He could say that he wasn't focused. You know how many times Adrien Broner said, "Oh, I'm focused, man. This is the best camp I ever had, and I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that." And then he puts on the same performance. Then he'll come out and be like, "Oh, I wasn't focused this time, but this time, yo, I got him." And then he puts on the same performance. It's the same story with Adrien Broner, man. The same story with Adrien Broner. That man has not changed at all. He showed you exactly what he prioritizes, and it's not boxing. You know what I'm saying? And it's unfortunate, but there's a lot of people. There's gonna be a lot of fighters that we looking at right now that look like the hot commodity in the sport, and then we're gonna see them a few years down the line and be like, damn, what happened to him? It just seems like there's always them few people, and each new era that comes up in boxing that just had the most potential and just completely fell off. You know what I mean? AB should have been a lot bigger than what, you know what I mean, he became. You know what I mean? If he would have had the focus of a Jaron Ennis, imagine how far AB would have went. Imagine what he would have accomplished. You know what I'm saying? That man was a 4-division world champion, extremely at an extremely young age too. That's like his claim to fame. Now that's all he really talk about. You know what I mean? That's like his biggest thing. But imagine if he had the focus of a Floyd Mayweather or a Jaron Ennis or even a like the current Gervonta Davis. He's extremely focused now. He was unfocused when he was around Adrien Broner, but if he had the focus of like a current Gervonta Davis or even like a Devin Haney, Shakur Stevenson, them dudes be locked in the gym, bro. Not gonna lie to y'all, these young dudes, they be locked in the gym, bro. Shakur is always in the gym, even when he don't got a fight date. Imagine if he had that type of consistency, he had that type of discipline, exactly where AB could have went. But this goes to show when you look at these guys' careers, man, I really hope that these kids from the younger generation really sit back and study. A lot of guys only study like fighter success and what they did right, man. You could also learn from what fighters did wrong, so you know not to do it. You know what I'm saying? So you know not to do it. Yo, I seen that boy do that and he messed up. I seen him step in shit. So I know not to walk in that direction because I know the same thing could happen to me. You can learn from people's success stories, but you can learn just as much, if not more, from a fighter's tribulations. You know what I mean? The challenges that they face, the hard times that they went through, why they got in them situations. You can learn a lot. You could avoid a lot too. You know what I'm saying? Slime says, nah, Mark, AB finna become undisputed, man. Come on now at 47 too. You trolling. Cut it out. He ain't gonna make it out of 47. I think all them dudes at 47 beat Broner right now. I don't think there's not one top guy at 47 that wouldn't beat Broner right now. Barrios or beat Broner. Boots, we don't even gotta speak on that. Thurman, we don't even gotta speak on that. Stanionis, come on. Stop it. Crawley will give him work too, for real. Josh said AB was introduced to money and fame early in life, and because an example for the young fighters today to remain focused. That's a fact. Says, I got love for AB. I really hope he becomes champion again. Okay. I think y'all being real unrealistic with y'all hopes. You know what I mean? I try to be as much of a realist as possible, bro. Like, really think about it. Look at the 140-pound division. Y'all tell me who he could beat for a world title at 140. And I'll tell you right now, he not beating Rolly. Like, I know Rolly had a little bad performance against Barroso, and he got knocked out by Tank. And bro, really, he's not beating Rolly. He's not beating Matias. He's not beating Haney. He's not beating Tio. No, he is not beating Rolly. You know what I'm saying? Clay says he has a better chance at 35. Okay. Let's look at the guys who's about to get world titles or has a world title at 35. Shakur Stevenson, is he going to beat Shakur? Absolutely not. Can he even make 35? I think he done drank and ate himself out of the division. No, he would not smoke Rolly. And I will bet I will bet you any type of money that would not happen. That would not happen. He would not beat Rolly Romero. This current Adrien Broner would not beat Rolly Romero. Now, the AB that fought Malignaggi, maybe. The one who even fought Maidana. Yeah. The one who fought Broner. I mean, the one who fought like John Molina. Yeah. This current state of Adrien Broner would not beat Rolly Romero right now. You know what I mean? But let's look at 135. The top guys at 35. Think about it. How would AB do against Shakur Stevenson? He will get smoked. We know that. That's safe to say. Edwin De Los Santos, he probably give, considering the fact that AB is real hesitant with letting his hands go and just playing second all the time, bro, Edwin De Los Santos might punish Broner. Keep it a buck. Isaac Cruz, I think that'll be a rough, tough fight for Adrien Broner. I don't care if he 5'3". That'll be a tough fight stylistically for Adrien Broner at this point in time in his career. I just think that Adrien Broner is outmatched right now. He shows signs of a shot fighter. That's what I think. I think his outside habits killed his abilities inside the ring. That's what I think. That's my personal opinion. If he proved me wrong, I'll come on here and I'll admit it. I got no problem with admitting when I'm wrong. I'll come on here and I proved several times I was wrong. When NUA beat my boy Fulton, I came on here. I was like, damn, that boy NUA better than I thought. You know what I'm saying? When I thought Errol Spence had a chance against Crawford, I came on here. I was like, damn, I was wrong. Got no problem with that. I'm one of very few channels. There's channels that when they get proven wrong, they disappear for a couple days and come back like nothing happened. I come right on here with the people and I'm like, yo, my apologies, bro. I came up short in my prediction. And then I'll give them their credit afterwards. That's what Mazuma TV do. You know what I'm saying? Yo, Pitbull. A lot of people don't like Pitbull. A lot of people don't like Pitbull. But I'm saying if he were to fight Adrien Broner right now, that would be a tough fight for Adrien Broner. He might lose that fight. He might lose that fight. I'm going to tell y'all this. Adrien Broner does not do well going backwards. Anybody that pushes him going backwards, he's going to have a hard time with. Show me a fight that he was on the back foot and it was successful. Adrien Broner has to come forward to be successful. And I knew that when I was a kid, and that's why I said that man is not better than Floyd Mayweather. He is not on Floyd Mayweather's level. He's nothing like Floyd Mayweather. He cannot fight going backwards. Show me a fight that Adrien Broner had that he did well fighting backwards. When he was fighting Maidana and was getting his brain rocked all around his skull and shit, he still wasn't taking a back step in that fight. He refused to take a back step when he was getting the ass whooping of his life. He would not take a back step. You know why? Because if he would have took a back step against Maidana, he fuck around and would have got stopped. He would rather shell up and not throw any punches than take a step backwards. That's just the type of fighter Adrien Broner is, and he's extremely flat-footed too. Extremely flat-footed. There's pros and cons with being flat-footed, but I'm telling you, Adrien Broner, even when he was in his prime, was limited. He was an explosive, fast combination puncher, and a lot of people couldn't deal with that. You know what I mean? Explosive combinations, good hand speed, had power as well. His power was underrated, especially in those smaller weight classes. But he was extremely limited. That's why I was like, yo, this way y'all comparing to Floyd. Like, I broke him down. I broke his whole style down. I'm like, yo, he's nothing like Floyd. I knew that since then, but I mean, y'all was drinking the Kool-Aid, so it's cool. You know what I mean? But this current version of Adrien Broner not beating no elite guys from 35 to 47. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Josh said first person to put Porter on his pockets. That's a fact. That's a fact. But I'm gonna tell you this though. He lost as soon as Porter got up, he proceeded to win the rest of the fight, the rest of the round. That happened. Porter looked around and was like, yo, did I really just get dropped? His dad was like, man, get your ass up. He got up and proceeded to win the round against AB. AB had few similarities to Pretty Boy Floyd. They had the fast combination punches. You know what I mean? And they had some pop in the smaller in the smaller weight classes. That's probably about the only similarity they had. But Floyd was still, I thought Floyd way faster feet, way better reflexes to me. Better all around athlete. He was just a Pretty Boy Floyd was extremely athletic, bro. You know what I'm saying? There was differences, and Floyd was a way more accurate puncher for sure. You know what I mean? Like, I remember seeing them CompuBox stats, and he'd be like 54, 55% on power punches. I'm like, bro, how? You know how difficult that is to do, bro? Like, Floyd had everything, bro. That man is one of the greatest ever. But we're gonna get into Floyd. We're gonna get into Floyd for sure. Pretty Boy Floyd was stopping shit. That's a fact. AB, the funniest in boxing. He definitely one of the funniest people to ever box. That's a fact. I'll give him that. But unfortunately, that don't help you get wins in the sport. You know what I mean? So It is what it is. Clay says, wasted potential generational talent, just wasn't humble enough and most definitely not disciplined enough. That's a fact. Right before the Maidana fight, he was on tour with Rick Ross and MMG. And I said, bro, what are you doing? And then I remember him being backstage with Floyd. He had a whole gut. And I'm like, yo, bro, you're about to be in the fight of your life. I knew who Marcos Maidana was when I was young, bro. Like 2013, 2012, I was like 14. I was like, yo, Marcos Maidana is a monster, bro. Like, y'all really, like, do y'all really think, like, I had like I was under the belief that Adrien Broner could pull it out. But I'm like, bro, this is a really difficult fight. And my dad was like, yo, he underestimating Maidana, man. He gonna lose to Maidana. Watch. I remember my pop was telling me that, and I was like, yo, this not really looking good for Broner, bro. I was nervous for him. We knew what was about to happen. You know what I'm saying? We knew what was gonna happen. The GOAT says AB, Shannon Briggs, Big Baby Miller. The funniest boxers of all time. Now we got funniest boxers of all time. What's Nassim Hamed? Prince Nassim Hamed. He was hilarious. Pretty Boy Floyd was a good trash talker, bro. For real. Floyd was a great trash talker, especially them 24/7s. James Toney was hilarious. Ali was funny. Who else? There's a few funny guys, bro. There's a few funny guys. Tyson Fury pretty funny too. I ain't gonna lie to you. You know what I'm saying? Was I rooting for AB? I guess you could say that. You know what I mean? Because he was exciting to boxing at that present time, but I knew what Maidana was capable of, and I was extremely nervous for Broner because I seen him underestimating that man. You know what I mean? What made Muhammad Ali's trash talk so good was that man rarely cursed. Like I've never really heard Ali curse all like that. You know what I mean? Like he didn't really get too disrespectful. He was just a funny dude, well-spoken dude, man. I love watching Ali, bro. Love watching. It never get old. Lil Wayne told Broner he was gonna lose because he was there with them and not in the gym. I remember seeing something about Broner being at the club, and Lil Wayne was like, "What you doing here?" You know what I'm saying? He was like, "What you doing here?" And if I'd have been AB, bro, I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'd have been embarrassed. I'd have been like, "Damn, like, what am I doing here? Like, bro, I'm not a rapper. Why am I like?" He not a rapper, but he out here doing rapper shit. Now they was like, "Oh, well, Adrien Broner made songs. All right, technically, you want to call him a rapper, cool, but that's not what he's known for." Is what I'm trying to say. The reason why we know Broner is not because of music. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to say. And I remember Lil Wayne like, "Yo, what you doing here?" You know what I mean? Like, what did you? I'd have been embarrassed. Like, damn, he right. Yeah. Anonymous said, if you got Lil Wayne telling you to tighten up, you know it's bad. Yeah, because Lil Wayne, he got a lot of stuff going on himself. If you know, you know. You know what I'm saying? AB music hit different, I must admit. Yeah, and Maidana was hitting different too that night. He was punching different that night. Yep. That's and that cost him. That's almost like when Fat Joe told Big Pun he had an eating problem. Yeah, I was like, bro, y'all both like 400 apiece. And you over there telling him he got an eating problem. But Fat Joe was able to get that weight down, man. He don't even look like he fat anymore. You know what I'm saying? So Broner isn't a boxer trying to blend in with Hollywood and hip hop. What does that mean? Yours truly said Maidana retired A-bums. That's funny. But anyway, yeah, I ain't really mean to get too far off into Maidana or Broner, Maidana, or any of them like that, man. I was just speaking on the possibility of Jaron Ennis becoming a unified world champion at welterweight if he gets that unification fight against Mario Barrios. You know what I'm saying? If Terence Crawford vacates that title, I'm sure they're gonna elevate Barrios to the full status champion, and that'll line up a beautiful fight between Boots and Barrios for the IBF and WBC world titles. Now, let's talk about what I've been wanting to talk about. I put out a video not too long ago, actually, probably like an hour ago. And the title of the video is, let's bring it up right here. I put up a video. Let me see how long ago I did it. I put it up an hour ago. It's called Idols. Idols Become Rivals. Floyd Mayweather clearly hating on Devin Haney. Here's why. Now, before I really get into this is not me defending Devin Haney at all. It's simply an observation. You know what I mean? It's simply an observation. You can notice something and not be caping for somebody else. You know what I'm saying? But like, I might not like this person, but I ain't gonna lie to you. He a victim to A, B, and C. Like, let me give you an example. Let me see. I don't even know. You know what I mean? Let's say this. I don't like Anthony Joshua, right? But he did have a great performance in his last fight. He looked sharp as hell his last fight. That's not me defending Anthony Joshua. It's just me giving you an observation of what I see in them or what's going on with their situation. You know what I'm saying? Low Nose Boxing says, T.O. low-key the boogeyman. Ramirez, Subriel, Cambosis, and Devin all turned him down recently before Ortiz raised his hand. When did Teofimo ever send Devin an offer? Can you inform me on that? When did that happen? And when he offered Subriel a deal, Subriel had a hand injury that he publicly spoke about after the Ergashev fight, and he's currently in physical therapy to treat his broken hand, his fractured hand. So if he has a certain recovery time and he offers him a fight before his recovery time is up, how do you expect him to accept that offer? How is Teofimo low-key the boogeyman? Can somebody tell me why? He called Devin on the phone for December when Heisman night was available, and Devin said that himself. But does that equate to an offer being sent his way? I could talk to you on the phone and talk about possibly fighting you if we both fighters, but does that necessarily mean that you sending me an offer? And this is the thing too. Teofimo don't make his own fights. Teofimo is with Top Rank. If Teofimo wants to make a fight with another guy, Devin can't talk to T.O. Devin got to talk to Bob Arum. And I find it funny that he somehow sent Subriel Matias this offer, and within that same time frame, he's finalizing a deal with Jermaine Ortiz. Are you serious about sending Subriel Matias an offer to possibly fight him? If you're serious about strictly fighting Subriel, then how are you so close to finalizing a deal with Jermaine Ortiz? From what I heard from people that actually have relationships with Bob Arum, they was already working on that fight way before he allegedly sent Subriel Matias an offer. This is from what I heard from people that's inside Top Rank Stable, the one from people that helped me get that interview with Bomac. You know what I'm saying? He tried to make the fight, and Subriel shouldn't be calling guys out. If he got a bad hand, he did it to himself. But Subriel clearly said that they can make that fight happen. Just not in the time frame that Teofimo presented. I don't understand what's so hard about that. Like, if you are offering a fight that happened in February and his hand injury won't be cleared from the doctors until April, this is what y'all got to understand. When fighters have hand injuries, they are suspended by the commission until they are cleared by a doctor, meaning you cannot fight at all, even if you wanted to. You cannot fight in this country if you're not cleared by a doctor after your after your injury is jotted down. Once it's jotted down, you are suspended indefinitely until that injury is clear. That's why when you look at these dudes box rec, okay, I'm gonna send you the link. Let's do it. Because I don't know if you're going to tell me anything I already don't know, but we're going to figure this out. Let's figure this out. T.O. Sr. like that white candy. Ooh-wee. Ooh-wee. You know what I'm saying? Oh, YSM, I'm hopping on. All right, cool.
Yo, first off, Happy New Year's, my guy.
Hey, what's going on, man? How you doing?
I'm good, man. I'm gonna just jump on briefly because I gotta go to bed. I gotta wake up in the morning, man. Now, as far as the Subrio thing, Subrio's team are the ones that confirmed it themselves that T.O. sent them an offer of 1.5. Subrio said he wasn't ready because of his hand. T.O.'s the A side. T.O. said, I got a whole arena set up for February. Let's fight in February. Subrio said, no, let's do it in March or April. From what I heard, they're still talking about potentially doing a fight somewhere down the road, Puerto Rican Day weekend in June. Now, as far as
I heard that too.
Now, as far as Devin Haney was on the Boxing Voice, and he said that T.O. called him on the phone and tried to make the fight. And then Devin started talking like, oh, you're not a boss and all this stuff. And then T.O. also pulled up on him in the gym when he was training for Regis. And then Devin started saying that T.O. was drunk and all type of crazy stuff. And if you look around, in reality, nobody's really calling him out. People were calling for him when he looked at
nobody's been calling him out
lately. I mean, after that Josh Taylor fight, because before that, when he was in the ring questioning himself after the Sandor fight, Bill Haney was trying to get that fight, supposedly. Bill Haney pulled up to the Josh Taylor fight, and after that performance, he ain't say T.O.'s name no more. And then when the WBO was pressing T.O. about vacating that belt, Devin Haney was petitioning for a WBO shot vacant against Arnold Barboza. As soon as Teofimo came out and said he's not vacating, Devin Haney turned around and went to Regis Prograis route. I mean, it's not adding up, bro. That's what I'm saying.
That's a false narrative, though. I said you leaving out important parts.
Go ahead. You gonna beat me to the punch, Jamil. Go ahead.
All right. First off, with the Jose Ramirez thing, right? They offered a Teofimo fight, but wrapped up in a multi-fight deal, right? That's not the same thing as just offering the fight. That's trying to use that carrot to get the rabbit. And in the sense of, okay, you want this big fight? Well, now you got to do 3 more fights with us. And Bob Arum didn't even match the offer that was presented by Golden Boy, which they had right of first refusal. So you can't really say that Jose Ramirez ducked when he got a better offer with Golden Boy. That's one, right? Secondly, with the Subriel Matias fight, you saying that they're negotiating for a possible fight in June, and you can't say Subriel ducked them in February. That you can't do that. Like if I'm not available at the go ahead.
No, what I was gonna say was when you have an injury, you are suspended by the commission indefinitely until a doctor clears you, correct?
Yes.
So it would have been impossible for him to fight in February anyway because he wouldn't have been cleared to fight because he's still dealing with that hand injury that he has to recover from.
His last fight was that Benavidez versus Andre?
Yes, it was.
So you wanted you expected him to have a 2-month turnaround?
Well, let me clear it up. In reality, he didn't actually duck him because you made a point. They still are talking about a June fight, so that's not a clear duck. But the point is, if you're calling somebody out on TV, you're calling them a coward, be ready for him to pull up, and you send him a contract. Now, as far as Jose Ramirez,
he ain't sent him the contract.
He did. Subriel's team, I forgot his manager's name, Panda. Panda said it himself that they sent him a 1.5 contract. That's from Panda. And when
he said he sent them an offer. Offers is different than a contract.
Offer, not a contract, brother.
Okay, an offer. And when Bill was talking about that they sent them an offer, Panda was like, no, that's not true. T.O. did, but not y'all. Now, as far as Jose Ramirez goes, yes, they offered him to fight T.O. along with an extension. But that same thing is what Devin Haney did. Devin Haney took an extension because he knew that he wanted the Kambosos fight, but it also came with him fighting him again and then eventually fighting Lomachenko. You know, sometimes you got to take these extensions.
Yeah,
if
well.
it comes
At the
to
same
that.
time, Dev didn't take an extension. He actually took, a
3-fight deal.
multi-fight deal. Yeah.
Yeah.
But if Jose Ramirez don't want to take that, it's not a duck. Like we gotta stop. We gotta start getting away from everything's a duck. Look, Bob offered him the Tio fight, but he wanted to wrap it. It's what Bob does. It's what Bob historically does. He wraps up big fights in multi-fight deals. What if you want to be a free agent? Right? What if you want to test the market? I know the Tio fight's a big fight, but at the same time, that's one fight out of your career. Golden Boy is clearly offering more money, being that Top Rank refused to match their offer. So at the end of the day, this is business, yo. And it seemed like Jose's playing that game. And there are big fights available on the zone, just like on Top Rank. That's just my thoughts.
Golden Boy's actually building up their junior welterweight roster right now.
Really well.
They got Ryan, they got Barboza, they got Ramirez now, right? And then
Eddie
Matt
has
this guy.
Devin, Richardson, Hitchens.
Yeah, exactly. Right now, believe it or not, Top Rank's 140 pool is looking kind of light because at one point they had everybody at 140, and PBC, their roster looking decent because they got Subriel, Tank been up there before. They still got Gary Antoine. They got Rolly Romero. I'm hoping that this fight with Ortiz is Tio's last fight at Top Rank, so he could explore the market and start doing little short-term deals himself, so he can fight the guys that's going to make him a pay-per-view star.
Yeah, I hope Tio just finds a way to become more active, man, and get back to what got him to the big show, which is fighting. You know what I mean? I just feel like he kind of stood outside of the conversation for a long time, trying to become a star, trying to play the star role. I don't know exactly what the trajectory is going to be for him, but yeah, man, as long as he gets back to fighting, he's a talent, man. He's a generational talent, man. And if he sticks to fighting, it's going to show in the long run. I think anybody at 140 got to pay attention to Teofimo Lopez, period.
Yeah. Yo, I can't even look at my shit. Oh, the whole time that's YSM cooking? Yo, what's up, brother? Yo, YSM, that was you earlier? Yo.
Yeah, just talking, that was my man Claymore, though. But
all right.
that was
Yo, YSM, I'm the one that hit you up, man. I ran into you in Newark, man. I'm trying to go out there, God willing, sometime in the middle of January, whatever. I'll text you about that person we spoke about.
We still on. Just let me know.
Absolutely. Yeah, appreciate that, man.
No, Load of Truth, man. You should show up on this platform a lot more too with Mark, man. Mark, you like talking with Low, man. He really a whole. He got
came
a lot
on here
of knowledge.
a couple times.
Oh, he has.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I've been out there a couple of times. The first time I met Masuma TV, right? Masuma. Yeah, my vision going bad. I ran into you. We was on a panel together. On another, we was on H Money's panel. And you and him started going at it, whatever. And you sounded very knowledgeable since then. You know what I mean? Plus, you from Philly as well. You know, and then I seen your channel and I jumped on your panel one time, 2 times in fact. Now,
yeah, for sure.
I follow him. He's good.
Yeah, but I'm gonna get off right now because I gotta go to bed, man. I just want to, bring that up, man. But y'all have a good one. Happy New Year. God bless you.
Salute, Lo. Have a good night.
Happy New Year, bro.
What up, YSM?
What's good, Claymore? How you?
I'm doing good, man. I wanted to say what's up, man. I only talked to you once that time when we was with the manager Marty, but I was like always, you know what I'm saying, want to talk to you again, bro. So I was saying, what's up, man? How you doing?
I'm chilling, man.
Yo, Mil, so do you have any info on do you have any info on the whole because RIP to Cameron, man. I had reached out to Boots and sent them, my condolences and all that, man. I even just went through a loss myself. But
I'm sorry to hear that, bro.
Yeah, bro. It's all right, man. It's all good.
Yo, so that was recent?
Yeah, that was yesterday.
No, I'm talking about your grandfather. That wasn't.
Yeah, he
that
passed away Saturday.
Oh,
Oh,
man,
shit, I'm
I
sorry
saw
to hear
that on
that,
your.
man.
I didn't know if that was like an anniversary thing or if that just happened.
Nah, he
Man.
passed away Saturday, man. He
No,
wasn't doing so well. You know what I mean? So we was already, we already had like the gist of what was going on, but
yes, sir,
yeah,
yes,
it
sir.
is what it is, bro. So yeah. So was Boots still with Cameron?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yo,
Yeah.
so why? Go ahead.
Wait. No, you go. Go ahead.
Why? I got you on here, man, and and if you're not in the position to answer this, I completely understand. But you already know I'm gonna ask. So is Boots considering making any moves outside of 147, even for a little bit, to play around in 154, or was he just trolling with you on the video?
Yeah, we was. I'm sorry.
No, I'm gonna tell you this though. Boo's been saying that shit for years.
I know, that's why I was just like, I'm like, I don't want to jump because I know y'all play around like that. You know what I mean? So I'm like, as soon as I get an opportunity, I'm gonna ask him, man. I'm gonna ask him.
For anybody watching, that was my fault, man.
That was kind of clickbait there, Jamil.
Yeah,
I was like, what?
How it started is he's doing the he's on the push up board, and I'm like, I should title this Jaron Ennis moves up the middleweight. So he started laughing. He was like, watch everybody go crazy. So when he's doing it, I'm just filming it. He gets up with like 160 debut. So for anybody that took that serious, it was just one of those.
I knew it was BS.
I felt like it was BS. I felt like he was playing because you could kind of see that he was doing it. But at the same time, I'm like, when I see YSM on one of these panels, I'm going to find out. I'm not just going to walk around here in the dark.
Nah, man. It was just, we just wanted to have some fun that day.
Yeah. He be playing around like that too. I remember one time he had did that back at the old gym down Venango, the joint that was above Harrogate. He was talking about, yeah, man, about to move up to like 68. Like he just be talking like that, bro.
Yeah. I mean, he built to do it, man. He got the bone structure, man. I'm sure he could do whatever the hell you want. I'm sure he could do 154, 160 easy. So
he could do 54 easy for sure. Bro. Yeah.
Yo, people think that he's good or phenomenal at 47. I think at 54, bro,
it's gonna be crazy, huh?
Mark, for a lot of people that be on YouTube, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like Mark is legit. Right. And I'll be seeing like fans flock to certain channels and really show love to certain channels and not realizing that like Mark isn't just legit in boxing. Like his dad taught me a lot about the boxing business.
Mm-hmm.
Like his dad does business with Al, does business with, Eddie, like people on the top level. So when guys be taking certain channels' word for gospel, and other channels don't get the same love, that shit is weird to me, yo.
Yeah. It'd be like that sometimes, bro. It even be like that in the training aspect. Like I be seeing like these Instagram trainers be like getting more love than the dudes who like brought up world champions and shit. Like I see that, bro. I don't know what it is, man. I guess people just be like uneducated on what's going on, or they just, I don't know, they go towards like the flashy shit or whatever, bro. But
no, Mark, I'm gonna tell you, I was just on. You don't care if I mention Blue, right? You ain't got. I was just on Blue.
No, not at all. I'll be watching this channel.
I was on Blue's panel just before I came on yours. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And we were just talking about that, bro. Like he said that he said something that was real funny. He said there was a dude who put a message in Adrien Broner's Instagram under something that Adrien Broner posted, and the dude posted, "Yo, I didn't even know Adrien fought. I didn't even know he boxed." That's what the dude posted on the thing, right? And it was just like, damn, bro. Like these dudes is fan of these boxes and it's not for boxing. Like these dudes is really into like their braids and the clothes that they wear and the cars that they drive. Like they don't even care if like a lot of Javante Tank, Hood Rich, right? Well, he was on your panel. He was on the other. He got kind of hot at me, right? Because I was like, yo, a lot of the fans, Javante Tank Davis fans, y'all don't care if he fights or not. Y'all don't care.
Tank fans aren't boxing fans. They're Tank fans.
Y'all
They
don't
don't
care
really
if he
watch
boxes or not. Like, we'll sit there and be like, yo, we want to see Tank fight that guy, and you guys will shoot it down like, nah, Tank don't need to fight that guy. You be like, all right, well, I want to see Tank fight this guy. Nah, Tank don't got to fight nobody. So what does Tank got to do? Because I thought boxing was his profession. I thought that's why we like Tank. I thought do y'all want to see him fight? And I asked it Rich. I said, who? All right, fine. Not Devin, not Shakur. Who do you think he should fight? And then he got mad. You know what I'm saying? He went left. No, he can't fight. He's on probation. And, he can't even leave the city. I'm like, he can't leave the city? Like, last time I heard, 3 days ago, I heard Kenny Ellis said that Tank is training right now and that they just waiting for a fight and a date. You know what I'm saying? To line the fight up. I didn't know he couldn't fight. Like, if he can't fight because of his probation, then I'm going to leave him alone. I didn't know that. I didn't know he was ineligible to box. Can y'all get me up to speed? Is that what's going on now? Is that the new news?
No, he can't. Tank cannot lead the state, right? But like Tank is in DC right now. He's training at Headbangers, so I think they're going to do a homecoming fight.
Hometown fight against Gary Russell, man. Gary Russell Jr.
I heard rumors about that.
Come on, man. They're supposed to fight each other like 3-4 years ago, man. Let's do it. He coming off an injury too. Go ahead, Tank.
I'll slide down to DC for that.
Me too.
No, I'll watch that fight. Look, Tank don't got to fight Devin Haney. I just want to see him fight talent, bro. It don't got to be Devin, bro. It could be Shakur. It could be Gary. It could be Lomachenko. It could be Teofimo. I just want to see him fight talent. But question for you, YSM. Ray Davis actually had the question. So right now, well, my question to you really is, where is Boots? Like, as far as promotional wise, like as far as like, what is it? He's not Showtime. Is he PBC? Is he just floating? What is he doing?
He has a situation, and okay. I'll let them say it early. Yeah, he definitely has a situation. I mean, you can kind of guess what it is, right?
Yeah, I'm thinking. Yeah. Why am I scared to say it?
I can't guess what it is, Jamil. So just text my phone and I'll just keep it between us.
Yeah. Yo, can you put me on the 3-way? Can I get on that text thread so I won't say nothing? I won't say nothing.
Yeah. I think that that company's schedule should be finalized this week. But I don't know when they're going to make their announcement of all their fights.
Is it the obvious choice, or is it not the obvious choice?
Come on, Claymore. We all know the answer to this question.
That was it. That's it. I'm gonna stop. He's like, yo, don't stop, man. Come on, don't do this right now.
Chill out, bro.
You got it.
But I was wondering. I'm glad that you said that, because I was wondering. I'm like, yo, all right, they announced the deal. You know what I'm saying? And that first quarter is officially here in 2024. Like, where the announcements at? What's the schedule? Because when I was with Showtime, he would drop like a whole schedule, like, yo, this is what we doing for like the first half of the year, or this is what we doing the whole year type situation. So I was wondering exactly how that was going to go, because this is a different platform now. I didn't know if they were going to do things differently, announce one fight at a time, or they just dropping like a whole schedule, like top of the year to midway through the year. Like, what exactly is happening? So we should be hearing something soon.
Yeah, I think Tank is probably gonna be the first guy.
Yeah, that's what I've been hearing.
Tank should be up first, and then you got to get Errol and Spence, and I think everybody else is gonna fall into place after that.
Yeah.
But what?
No, I was going to ask you something about Tank. See, do you have any ideas or wish list as far as Tank Davis is concerned for March? Like, is he going to fight? Like, is it going to be Sakuraya, or do you think he's actually going to jump in and go at somebody for real?
I think it's going to be Isaac Cruz, but it may not be. I don't want to see Isaac Cruz. I don't want to see Raya. Mm-hmm. This is the reality. Like, Tank fans don't care. They just care about Tank. They just want to see Tank knock anybody out. Whoever Tank wants to fight, that's who they cool with him fighting. Tank's almost 30 years old. I feel like it's time. I'll take Frank. If you're not gonna give me Devin because schedules, if you're not gonna give me Shakur because the schedule's cool, Give me Frank.
Right.
That's what I was gonna say. Would you accept the Frank Martin fight?
Yes, I'll take Frank. Frank is a undefeated young fighter. Last performance, it was a tough fight. It felt like he made it tougher than what it had to be. But at the same time, I want to see Tank in fights that are going to intrigue me. You beating Isaac Cruz with one hand and then rolling it back. No, I don't want to see that shit.
Man.
Gary, the Gary shit, while it would have been perfect years ago, but now Gary's coming off an injury. He ain't fought like 2 years. That's, even like, ugh. You know what I mean? Unless Gary gets a tune up
for sure. Like, has Gary made an official move to 135?
No, but every time I see him and I talk about moving to 130, and he like, who says I'm moving to 130?
That's
with the smile. So I don't know what you know what I mean?
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I mean, obviously, Frank Martin's not the top of my list for potential like Tank fight, but I'll take it.
Me too.
I'll take it.
I think it'll be a move in the right direction for me.
I feel like that's the only fight that like I'll really like be okay with on the PBC side, like with all the guys they got. Like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like the Frank Martin one is one I'll let slide past. You know what I mean? So, hopefully they make that happen. I don't know what Frank Martin doing right now, but
he's been out of the ring for like a year.
Yeah, man, he played himself with that Shakur thing, and now he's been quiet. A Tank fight would give him a real opportunity for redemption, man. It would really just put him in this space. It would just make it look almost worthwhile, everything that he did this year. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if that. I don't know how realistic it is though for Frank. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't think it's realistic. I don't think. I don't know. I don't see Tank interested in fighting Frank right now. Especially, I heard they had maybe because I know they got that the little training, the sparring thing going on. The experience. Everybody said it was a good sparring match, but I'm always the question I need answered, and I don't know when I'm going to find the answer to this. Is Tank his own boss or not? Is he able to coordinate fights? Is he able to, get the fights he wants? You know what I mean? Are we to hold him accountable if he fights Isaac Cruz, for example?
Yes.
Is it safe to say he wanted to fight Isaac Cruz, or is he just being handled?
Yes. Tank is the guy now.
He is, right?
Tank is the guy.
Okay, so we can't be blaming nobody else except Tank for his further moves now, just to be sure.
Yeah. It's Tank's promotional company. Of course, he's with Al, but Tank has final say on who he fights.
Okay, so Leonard just be around. That's just what it is. He just be speaking for him.
It's a GTD Promotions, man. To my knowledge, it's Tank and it's Lauren.
Tank and who?
Tank, Lauren, and I. Lauren's the manager.
Who?
Lauren.
Who the hell is that?
That's Tank's manager.
Warren?
Yeah.
Warren who?
No, Lauren.
Spell Lauren?
Like Loren.
Oh, Lauren.
Yeah.
I never heard of him. What's his last name?
What is that?
I can't even tell you, yo.
I was gonna look him up. So
right now, if you Google Gervonta Davis and put Loren, it'll pop up.
Okay, I'm gonna look it up. I swear, I thought his man. Okay, so listen, man. So this whole Al Davis thing. Did I say Al Davis? Yeah. What's he do? Al Heyman. I mean, what does Al Heyman do? He's just handling what for Gervonta?
He's an advisor / whatever he wants to be. I don't want to because
I know what it is, Mill. I just
deep down we all know what Al Heyman is but he's found a way to circumvent certain laws to whereas though he plays them. He has multiple hats.
He's like Kaiser Sose.
Yes.
Like this.
Yes.
Oh man.
Bro,
So
that
all
caught
right.
me
So
off
he has
guard, bro.
his
Who the
manager's
fuck-
name is Lauren Sports, like Lorenzo Jr.
Oh,
Nespero.
Lauren Chavakin.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, okay, Lauren, you found it.
Lauren Chewbacca. Yeah.
Who the fuck is that?
Yo, he's Javante's manager, bro.
Yeah.
What you mean? You ain't heard of?
Bro, am I supposed to know this?
No, you like
Yeah,
man.
Mark, you definitely.
How many
supposed
times? Yo, this is the thing, though, right? Some managers don't do interviews; they just handle business. So,
All right.
Okay. Yeah.
All right.
That
All
part.
right.
All right.
That caught me off
manager
guard.
is.
You just told me something new. I never heard.
Yeah, when you said that, I didn't know if you were saying Warren. I was like, who are you talking about? I'm pulling him up right now. I got his name now. That's for sure.
But,
all right, so he's the one managing Javante. Javante's definitely a boss. He's the one running his career from now on. His word is final, right?
Yeah.
All right. So whatever he's doing this year, you know what I'm saying? He's at the table. He has the last say on whatever is happening this year in his career.
yeah, like old head will give him.
That's what's up.
Old head will give him options, and Tank chooses from those options.
Yeah, you know, I got you up here. I don't know when the next time I'm gonna have you up here, so it's got to go down right now. So, the whole rumor about Javante refusing an offer that Al Heyman brought to the table. How legit is that rumor?
What offer was that?
Huh?
I said, what offer?
I heard that. I mean, that supposedly there was a rumor that who said that? Who said it? Mark. Who said that? Said that there was an offer that was brought to the table.
I heard Bill Haney say something about 20 mil.
Well, I know about that, but there was another rumor. I'm gonna tell you who said it. Who was it? Rick Glazer, who said that there was an offer brought to the table for Javante Tank Davis from Al Heyman, and that he rejected the offer. Said it was about money. But I don't
trust any PBC news coming from Rick Glazer, bro.
Boom.
Yeah, me neither. That's what I was gonna say. I don't listen to nothing he be talking.
But, how you doing? Hey, Mark, he clearly has something against them, right? He clearly. You saw
what he said about Cameron Duncan, bro?
That was crazy.
Did you see that tweet he said about Cameron, bro?
Yeah.
That would have been somebody close to me, bro. It'd have been smoke, bro. That is extremely disrespectful. And they just be letting him say whatever, bro.
That's somebody's fault, bro.
No,
somebody would have got hurt behind that.
I hear, he got issues. From what I hear, he got issues. He better not show up to certain fights because there's certain people that's looking for him.
Yeah, he definitely he would have. Yeah, you're right. He definitely gonna have issues for sure. He extremely disrespectful. He know not to pop out at a fight. He ain't stupid. You know what I'm saying? But he wilding. But I think that I didn't hear anything about that though, Clay. I didn't hear nothing about that whole situation.
It was Rick. Yeah, he said something about that. You didn't hear none about it either. Why? YSM?
I think I saw Rick post it, but anytime Rick posts anything from PBC, I just disregard it.
Yeah, bro, he be capping, bro.
Got you.
Who's going to give you news from, like, somebody from the PBC side is going to tell you something when everybody knows you have a disdain for PBC? Who? No, that doesn't make sense.
Yeah. Yep. So let's jump into something right now. How y'all feel about Floyd Mayweather running with Ryan Garcia when he's about to fight Devin Haney? How y'all feel about that?
Little blurry. I compare. Remember Boozie's little white artist.
Mister quiet as shit.
Little blurry. You know, I think that Floyd about his money, man. And I think he sees money. Obviously, he sees opportunities for money with Ryan Garcia. I don't think it necessarily means that he thinks Ryan Garcia is a talent the way he's saying he is. I mean, the way he talked about this man's Philly shell. I don't know if you guys insulted that. I called it that, so I'll just call it, whatever, the taco shell, whatever.
The California roll.
California roll, but that makes more sense.
That was the funniest one I saw. The California roll had me cracking the fuck up, bro. That shit was hilarious.
Right. But the way he tried to make it say like he didn't think it was that bad, I was like, huh? Like, you capping right now, bro. Why do you? I'd rather you just said no comment on it. Like, yo, did one of your regular Floyds? He's a hell of a fighter. He's a hell of a fighter, and I'd rather it had been that. But when he started like co-signing the California role and saying it wasn't that bad from what he was saying, that I realized that he had some vested interest in Ryan Garcia's success.
The Taco Bell shell, come on, bro. These dudes is crazy.
I had to highlight that one. That shit
He might have won with that. The Taco Bell shell.
Bell.
That's
That
my
shit
dude, Ray.
Oh, man,
Taco Bell shell.
Oh,
I love
man. Fuck.
You did wrong for that one. So what you think about that, Mil?
Yeah, what you think?
Floyd's gonna be Floyd. Like, it seemed like him and Devin aren't on good terms, and I don't know if that comes from like maybe a personal issue, or Bill being Bill and talking shit. But it don't surprise me if Floyd see an opportunity where he can get a couple dollars off a situation. That's what Floyd gonna do. And regardless of what we may think of Ryan Garcia as a fighter, people still show up to see Ryan fight. And right now, Floyd is he a
pay-per-view star, Mil?
No. I think that's
what Floyd said, though.
No,
that part.
Potentially, could he be a star in the future? Yeah, but
I mean, yeah, potentially.
The only pay-per-view you've ever done is with Tank. I could do a pay-per-view with Tank.
He might.
No, but 1.2 to 1.5 million is an impressive number.
He might fight you next. You don't say that too loud.
I hope he does. Shit, I need to
fight you next, bro. Don't talk.
I think it's clear that Floyd definitely believes he's a pay-per-view star. He believes he can make him one if he's not one right now. I just think through that whole little interview that he did there, what it said to me was he has vested interest in Ryan Garcia, and he's trying to throw flames to fan to the fire. He's trying to start something up, and it looks like he has some real interest in Ryan Garcia. It looks like TMT has interest in Ryan Garcia. It seems like Oscar De La Hoya might not be happy about that interview.
That's true. He's been around Floyd a lot lately, especially after the Gervonta Davis loss. Because I remember at one time it seemed like Ryan was throwing shade towards Floyd. Do y'all remember them comments that he made on Twitter a while back when they was like asking like who career you would rather have, Pacquiao's or Floyd's? And he was like, yeah, I'd rather have Pacquiao's career and blah blah blah. It was like throwing shade at Floyd. So I just find it interesting now that, you know what I'm saying, now that he took a loss against somebody on the PBC side, now he hanging around Floyd Mayweather, and now he going jogging with him down Vegas at 3 a.m. and whatever the hell is going on. It's just funny, bro. It's like these dudes be wish-washy, man. Like one moment Ryan Garcia beefing with Canelo, and now he's saying in other interviews that they cool now, and it's, bro.
That don't sound like boxing to you, Mark? With all the pettiness and shit that goes on just in Philly boxing, right?
Yeah,
I was actually gonna say that. I'm like, you think
can't get sparring? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You don't think it's possible that Floyd is just being petty with Oscar and just using Ryan? Like, you don't think it's just a petty situation, like where it's just like, because it seemed like right after that fight with Tank, it seemed like there was this image on the stage as if Tank's team was embracing Ryan, like, you know, even Calvin Ford was talking like, I'll train him, you know what I mean? I'll train him. I think he's a talent.
I remember that. Yeah,
right?
That.
It seemed like there was like an embracing of him, like, okay, Oscar's not up here. And if you guys remember in the pre-conference, in the press conference, Leonard was talking shit to Oscar, saying, we took all your fighters. That's why we took all your fighters. So you don't think it's a little bit of a petty, you know what I mean, just years?
It could be them just trying to mess with Oscar psychologically. You know what I mean? It could be little mind games they playing. You know what I mean? But I come on here and I've always said I'm not the biggest fan of Devin Haney, right? I've been saying that. But I'm not gonna sit here and act like Floyd ain't out here like hating on the man. You know what I'm saying?
Then that
Floyd
part, right.
hating on him, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. And when I saw the interview, and for those who pretty much lost and not knowing what I'm talking about, I don't know if it was an interview or like TMZ popped up on them dudes while they was walking around. I don't know what the situation was, but it was Floyd walking somewhere with Ryan, and they had asked him a question about, and correct me if I'm wrong, I think they had asked him like who's the biggest star in boxing or something of that nature. And he said, well, there's three of them. He said Canelo, he said Ryan, he said Tank. Now, when he mentioned that, I was like, okay. I said, I don't know why you saying Ryan really, but them other two, they sound legit. You know what I mean? Because like Jamil said, he don't really got like a history of being like a pay-per-view attraction besides the Tank fight. You know what I mean? Jamil, correct me if I'm wrong. Does he have a history of like selling out arenas and stuff like that?
No, he does not.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like I knew I wasn't tripping, so I'm like, all right, I never heard of him selling out any arenas. He don't have a track history with like selling pay-per-views. Bro, I'm gonna just keep it real with y'all, bro. I think that a lot of the people they look, and you could be here, you hear like on the zone commentary too. Like they be talking more about Ryan looks than they be talking about like his actual skill set, bro. So I don't know if it's because these dudes are infatuated with how the way he look. I don't know what it is. Cause I even heard like them talking about he could be a model and why is he boxing? He should be a model. Like all this crazy stuff that has nothing to do with boxing, bro. Cause I don't know if they just obsessed with his image or they just obsessed with the look that he may have, bro. I don't know what it is, but I'm like, yeah, I don't understand that one part, but whatever. Then Floyd goes on to say something along the lines of, yeah, like these dudes be having all these belts, but it really don't matter. Blah, blah, blah. So from there, I'm like, all right, he definitely talking about Devin Haney because he had did an interview prior to that where he was talking about how he was happy that Devin beat Lomachenko and things of that nature, and then went on to say, yeah, man, he has a history of saying like belts collect dust and belts don't mean anything, and that's why Devontae is like spitting out the same thing. He just copy and pasted whatever Floyd say. You know what I'm saying? But he said, oh, you can have 4 belts. He said you can have 2 belts and make $250 million, or you can have 4 belts and make like $10 million. We were supposed to sit down at the table before, and this could have easily been Devin Haney that was fighting Ryan Garcia. So it's like, I don't know if it's some bad blood that he got towards Devin Haney because Devin Haney just went his own direction and then go under Floyd's wing like he accustomed to. Because I'm gonna keep it a buck. A lot of these dudes see Floyd and they automatically just want to sign with him. They don't be reading the contracts, nothing. And if you look at a lot of the people that's under Floyd Mayweather's promotional stable, like, what are they really doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, I think, for real, y'all can correct me if I'm wrong, but Carmel Moten has 2 fights, right?
Mm.
Yeah.
Well, all the popularity, because he's getting a lot of attention in the boxing world. Why has both of his fights been swing bouts? Swing bouts, bro?
I think
he's just trying to get him in the way he can get him in, I guess.
Yeah, I think the reason why they've been swing bouts probably because he doesn't want him to open the card. And
right,
when the first fight's on, bro, it's like 6 people in there. It's the diehards and the 1 and 2 media members that are just nerds that just want to get there super early. Because I ain't strolling in that joint until about the 3rd or 4th card. I ain't even gonna lie to you.
So, but at the end, but then a lot of people are walking out at the same time when he's
true. But there are more people. There are going to be more people in there on the walkout than it is if he opens
on the walk in.
Yeah.
Okay. I see what you're saying.
Yeah, he just sounds like he looks like he's just trying to get more eyes on him, as much eyes on him as he can.
What do you? But his fights don't even be like recorded or anything like that. Like I've seen like his fights on like Instagram Live and shit like that. You don't think that it would have been better if they just like put him on like the prelims on like a YouTube stream or something?
I would definitely like to see it because it seems like Fight Hype is the only people that record his fights.
Yeah. I don't know, but yeah, man, I just feel like I don't know exactly what it is, but I feel like he's throwing a lot of shade towards Devin Way, man. I really think he's doing that. And I know Devin, like he not saying anything because he got a lot of respect for Floyd, but I can imagine that he's real disappointed, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. I mean, like I'm sure he pretty disappointed because I'm sure he's one of the people. I'm sure Devin is disappointed that you know what I mean that Floyd like throwing shade on his name like that and things of that nature because I know growing up Devin looked up to Floyd. Like
100%.
who didn't? Who didn't? You know what I'm saying? Especially growing up and seeing him train and things of that nature, man. It's like I know he probably looked up to that man. You know what I mean? I'm sure he wanted to do business with him at one time. So to hear like one of your possible like idols just talking down on your name, it's like when J. Cole was disappointed that Nas was dissing him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm sure like a similar feeling to that. You know what I mean? Like that's I know he gotta be a little bit disappointed about that, but Floyd got a history of doing this though. Floyd got a history of doing this with people that's like on top of their game. Like, Jamil, do you recall when Floyd had retired like shortly before this? Andre Ward had that first fight with Sergey Kovalev, right?
Yeah.
And he came out victorious. There was a lot of mixed emotions, and
Floyd talked about how he lost.
Yeah, he sat down in that private jet. He sat down in that private jet, and not only like was talking crazy about Ward, but was talking crazy about his trainer.
Yo, there are people that no matter how much they achieve, they are still threatened by other success.
Bro, that's what I just said in my last video. I said Floyd, one of them type dudes that he might want to see you do well, but he don't want to see you doing better than him. And that's a lot of people. That's a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? And I remember when Floyd used to talk. I remember when he was like, yeah, he used to say stuff about like, you know how like historically like heavyweights were like the highest paid fighters and boxing and stuff like that. I think he had said something along the lines of, yeah, like I brought money into the smaller weight divisions and stuff like that. Always had something towards like heavyweights. And when Deontay Wilder was shining, remember when Deontay Wilder got in the ring, bro, and Floyd Mayweather was just sitting there in the middle of the ring with all his chains on?
Yeah, I remember that.
I'm like, bro, like, what are you doing, bro? Like, you clearly, and then he was like rooting for Tyson Fury in the Wilder fight and everything. And I'm like, yo, if you claim you PBC, you talking about when you see Al Heyman, you see me. Oh, we're one. It's like, bro, you blatantly like rooted against your own PBC guys in the past. You see what I'm saying?
Because it's more important for people not to forget Floyd than anything. Like I'm trying to say this as respectful as possible.
Yo, listen, I don't got nothing disrespectful to say about Floyd. Like Floyd, he's one of the greatest ever. You know what I mean? I'm not going to disrespect that man at all. He was my favorite fighter growing up. 12, 13, 14 years old. I never missed a Floyd fight. I remember being extremely I probably was like, I don't even know how old I was when he fought Ricky Hatton. I remember being so excited watching him fight Ricky Hatton. Like Floyd is one of the reasons why I fell in love with the sport of boxing. I'm not really throwing no shade at his direction, but at the same time, it's like, bro, we see exactly what's going on. I see exactly what's going on. You know what I mean? So
I think we see this a lot though, even with like Bernard Hopkins, you know what I'm saying? The way he is kind of like always wanting to be in the limelight. I think these fighters are conditioned to be stars and they're conditioned to have big egos, you know what I mean? And I think it's hard for them. You know, I mean, even with LL and Jay-Z, like LL just jumped off that label when Jay-Z became president of Def Jam because he was like, I'm not going to have somebody who was once a competitor of mine or, you know what I mean, trying to be one of the biggest rappers as well, managing me. It's difficult, you know what I mean? I don't know if Floyd knows the position that he's supposed to be playing. I think he tries his best to do it, but, you know, when you see a man still coming out to fights wearing, I mean, sometimes I wonder how he's even able to carry that much jewelry on his neck. Like it looks heavy, like it looks uncomfortable sometimes.
If you if you wore one real chain, you would know that at the end of the night, your neck starts to hurt.
Yeah.
I can only imagine.
He looked like a Rottweiler. He was like, you remember when they used to put the chain dogs on the puppies? That boy is walking around with a big neck, bro. Pause. You know what I'm saying? Like at the end of the day, when you see somebody carrying it like that, you know they want the cameras on them. You know they're hungry and thirsty for the attention. And I think it's hard for like these superstar boxers to shake that and be like in the background, like play that background game. Like you remember how many times Gervonta Davis be in the middle of a presser and they be talking to Gervonta and Floyd be in the crowd somewhere and he not even on the panel on the stage, and you just hear him screaming in the background, nah man, Gervonta, blah blah, and the cameras will just turn around, and then he'd be like, oh, okay, you guys are asking me to come up here. I didn't want to do this, but all right, you asking me to come up here. Like, bro, you know what you was doing, man.
Do you remember when they were talking to Carmel and he just started talking about his legacy?
Yeah. Yo, but then he'll act like he bothered by the media, like asking a question.
Yeah, like y'all calling me. Oh man,
yo, I remember he got up on the podium. I don't know if it was for Carmel or what, but he was like, "Yeah, man, this is a Floyd Mayweather promotion that was going on. It was Mayweather Promotions." And he was like, "I didn't think I was gonna get up here and have to do this again, but and then get to talking. I'm like, bro, you're the promoter.
Yeah, exactly. Like how don't you expect to have to talk?
Why are you so like this? Like, why are you so like upset that you gotta promote your promotional, like your promotion, your card? You know what I'm saying? And then he'll be like, yeah, and then he'll say it too. He'll like, yeah, I'm not here to really talk about myself, man. I'm here to talk about my fighters, but Carmel, hell of a fighter. He reminds me of when I fought back at this time. And then he just going to a whole John about himself. He was like, but you got to understand, I didn't go undisputed, but I was unified in 2 weight classes. I'm like, oh,
yeah, it's cringeworthy at times. At times it's cringeworthy to watch him like navigate that the way he does. The way he navigates it is just like, damn, bro, I know in my heart, I really believe he has a difficult time managing that shit. Like he can't help himself. He can't help himself.
You gotta understand, Floyd was at the top of his game for like 2 decades, bro.
Mark,
Go ahead again.
I'm gonna parallel this to the hood, Mark. You ever know that?
I already know what you're gonna say, bro. Yeah. Go ahead.
All right. So, as men, right, growing up, there's always these couple of old heads that's out here trying to mess with the same chicks you trying to mess with. They trying to compete with you for 20-year-old chicks, and they in their 40s and 50s, instead of you being a consultant and teaching me not how to get caught up, teaching me the game. No, you out here backbiting young boys, trying to mess with girls that's old enough to be your daughter. Man. That's how I look at Floyd.
That's
you had your career.
Floyd a creep. You just called him a creep.
I'm just saying.
No. I know what he's saying. He ain't call him a creep.
He just called him a creep. I think I just heard creep.
I see what he's saying.
You had your career, right? Just like Ali had theirs.
He comparing them in terms of him trying to compete with the young dudes. You're not calling Floyd a creep. We're not going.
It's like, this is Dev's. This is Dev's time. This is Tank's time. You had yours.
Yeah,
this their time. Yeah.
But I see why. When you got the lights, because that's addictive. I think that's something that's not really spoken about with these pro fighters. Having that you making that walk to the ring and you having like these like you getting a knockout or a win and the crowd going crazy. That's addicting, man. And there's not a lot of things that could really fill that craving that you're looking for, I guess. You know what I'm saying? So with Floyd being in the spotlight for 20 years, bro, being the man for 20 years, you know what I'm saying? People constantly talking about you for 20 years, and then you step away from the game, and now they talking about somebody else. I could see, you know what I mean? There's people that'll deal with it better than others, but I could see why Floyd's still struggling with that, because I remember he was like 4 or 5 years into his retirement. When did he retire? He retired like 4 or 5 years into his retirement. He's like, I'm still the biggest name in boxing. Oh, I'm still the biggest name in contact sports. Oh, I'm like, bro, no, you still want to be the biggest name in boxing.
Oh yeah, he'll check a report in 2 seconds.
The biggest name in contact sports, bro. We not talking about you no more, bro. We worried about Errol. We worried about Errol and Bud fighting each other at the time. We worried about the young guys that's coming up right now. We not worried about Floyd no more, bro. Like, we appreciate what he brought to the sport. We appreciate that he's still around helping the young guys and stuff like that. We even appreciate that he's still doing exhibitions because he's, you know what I mean? But, bro, like, he's not, like, I put Floyd videos up on here and I struggle getting views on them right now. But if I go put up a Nayo and Inoue video, them videos go dumb. If I go talk about Terence Crawford, my interview with Bomac, it did great views. Like, that's what the people worried about right now. People not really worried about Floyd no more. He had a great run, longer than a lot of fighters usually do. But, you know what I mean? It is.
When's the last time you thought about Vince Carter? When's the last time you thought about Tracy McGrady? When's the last time you thought about Jerry Rice?
Yeah.
What about Barry Sanders? What about Ennis
The
Smith?
world don't stop turning, bro. I think Floyd one of them dudes that he think the world was supposed to, like, stop moving when he stopped boxing. It was like, nah, bro. Life goes on, bro. Shit keep flowing. You know what I mean?
think that's his drug. I think that's his drug of choice, man. I think, you know, he doesn't drink, he doesn't smoke, he don't party too hard. You know what I'm saying? He stays relatively healthy, he's disciplined, he runs around, stays close to fight weight. I think his addiction is the lights, man. I think he literally keeps fighting for that. I think he goes and has exhibition fights for the press conference run. He does it for the post con. I don't think he's really addicted to fighting as much as he's addicted to the attention, to the love.
I don't think he really need the money neither. I don't think he need the money neither.
Some people are like, oh, he misses boxing. When you love boxing, I'm not saying he don't love boxing, but I think he really appreciates the press conference. He likes to have reporters.
He like the attention that come with that shit.
Right. Reporters telling him, and he'll check a reporter. Yo, let's go through my record. What did I do? Didn't I do this? Didn't I do that? Right. So then I'm the greatest, right? Thank you. You know what I mean? He loves it. You can see that he loves it. You know what I'm saying? That's why he about to fight Manny. He's like, yo, I didn't get enough attention by those tomato cans that I was fighting on those exhibitions. I'm bringing Manny in here, man, because I need that. He was even planning. I mean, when you even see him like planning fights the same day as Devin, or he even had a fight. He had an event the same night as a Tank fight. Y'all remember that? When Tank had an event, he went and had an event that same night. You don't remember that?
Bro. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
He done that to a few different fighters. I think he did it to Haney too.
Yeah. Well, he threatened to do it to Haney. I don't know if he did it, but he threatened to do it for sure in that last fight that Haney had with.
Yeah, he definitely did. Yeah, he do that. Yeah, he do that. He still want to compete with them other guys to show that he's still like the top dog, and he's just like, bro, you doing exhibitions now, bro.
Yeah, I think it's difficult for him, man. I honestly feel bad for him a little bit, like just a little bit. Just like I could see he struggles with it. I could see he struggles with it, man, to the point where Tank had to walk away from that. Like, you know, Tank in the middle of talking at a press conference, bro, and he can't even finish answering a question that was asked directly to him because, you know, Floyd can't, you know, discipline himself to just let that man have his time on the stage. Let him have his moment. He don't won this fight in a dominating way. You know what I mean? It's his moment, and you still feel the need to come in and interject in something that you're not even on the panel for. It's got to be an issue.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know?
For sure.
Let me ask you guys a question, though. David Benavidez. Did I already ask you this, Mark?
Go ahead. I don't know.
I don't know. So David Benavidez, man, if he doesn't get this fight with Canelo, right? If Canelo doesn't sound interested in fighting him, but you never know with Canelo, right? But if he doesn't get this fight with Canelo, do y'all want him to hang back and fight David Morrell for interim WBA title? Or at this point, is it like, fuck Canelo, fuck that damn division, let that man go up to a light heavyweight and challenge the winner of a Bivol Bertabiev or Callum Smith, or, you know what I'm saying, start working on getting belts in that weight class division, because Canelo just is toxic for the super middleweight division. He's just not letting that division move forward.
Go ahead and answer that, Mil. After this, I'm gonna wrap this up.
All right. It's sad that Caleb Plant versus David Benavidez and Benavidez versus Andre wasn't for a world title. Those are really, really big fights. And it's because Canelo has that division in a stranglehold, to where as though he's pulling up junior middleweights when there are valuable options at super middleweight that we all want to see. So, do I want Benavidez versus Morrell to be wasted on a non-title bout? No. But that's the next best fight that could be made. So, as a boxing fan, shit, I would want to see it. But if he can get Bivol, I wouldn't be mad at that, or better beef. I wouldn't be mad at that.
Right.
Yeah, I agree 100%. It's like, yeah, then both of them fights should have been for world titles, or at least a title, a defense of a world title. You know what I'm saying? But like Canelo holding that weight class hostage. You know what I mean? And you could tell that he really want to hold on to them belts too, because when Bivol was trying to go down there at 68 and take them belts, he was like, "Nah, I got to be at 75." So he holding them belts on. He holding on to them Jones for dear life. You know what I mean? Definitely holding on to them Jones for dear life. But I mean, Benavidez told you himself that he was only going to do 3 more fights at 68, and then he was out. He said that he wanted to fight Andrade. He got rid of that one. And he said that he was going to face Morrell. That he was going to face. He wanted to face Canelo, and then after that, he was moving up to 75. That's what he told you. So, but then he also said that he really wants that Canelo fight soon. You know what I mean? 2024. So he said that if Canelo doesn't pick him in May, that he's going to take out a possible opponent of Canelo's in May, so he can make Canelo's options smaller going into September. You know what I mean? But if Canelo doesn't give him the opportunity, then sure, I'll definitely watch the David Morrell fight. You know what I mean? I'll definitely watch that fight. That's an intriguing fight in itself. You know what I'm saying? But you know, that Canelo and Benavidez is the biggest fight to be made in boxing right now. You know what I mean? That's just my personal opinion. I think those numbers would go ape shit. You know what I mean? That's just what I think. But if neither one of them present itself, then sure. You know what I mean? He could go up to 175. Better be said he got no problem fighting David Benavidez. Bivol and Benavidez, they've sparred each other in the past. That'll be a good little build up to that fight as well. You know what I mean? And from what I heard, they said Benavidez was pretty successful in that sparring session. So Benavidez may be confident in his chances in fighting Bivol. So to answer your question, of course, I wouldn't mind seeing Morrell fight, but you know, the fight that I want, just like everybody else wants, is Benavidez Canelo. But if he goes up to 75, there's some intriguing matchups there as well. For sure.
I mean, you know, from the angle of like what's best for Benavidez, you know what I'm saying? Like what's best for him at this point, you know, being that he's, you know, you corrected me yesterday because I thought he was a 3-time interim champion, bro. You corrected me, and I appreciated that. I needed that information. It put it in perspective, honestly. Oh, okay, it's not as bad as I thought it was, but still sitting on the interim title, and no hopes of even getting a title shot in that division, where it looks like Canelo's literally ducking him or just not going to fight him. You know, if there's opportunities for him in light heavyweight division. For his benefit, would it just make sense for him to just go after an opportunity there if one presented himself rather than fight David Morrell? If it came into like a go up, fight a winner of a Bivol Beterbiev, or stay there and fight a David Morrell in hopes of Canelo changing his mind after he beats David Morrell, if he beats David Morrell to get a title shot, which one do you think you'd advise him to do?
So you pretty much asking me, should he go the Morrell route or the light heavyweight route?
Right, to try to, if he had an opportunity at the light heavyweight route to get a title shot.
See, this is the thing. I would say go the light heavyweight route because those are legitimate titles, and Morrell has like a regular version of the title. But then again, if he were to leave 68 without facing Morrell, you already know what they're going to say.
I know.
So it's like, damned if you do, damned if you don't. Because if you beat Morrell, it's like, all right, you beat a guy with 10 fights. You beat a guy, he was inexperienced. He was too young. He wasn't ready. And then they were like, if he wins that regular title for Morrell, they're going to be like, oh, well, he wasn't the real champion, though. Canelo has the official belt. He's not the real champion. So it's going to be that type situation. So honestly, I would just have him. I'll roll the dice, man. I would have him go take that chance at light heavyweight for the real belts, especially if Bivol and Beterbiev fight each other in 2024. The winner of that facing David Benavidez will be fire, man.
That's undisputed.
That's undisputed. I'll take that all day. Fuck Morrell.
Yeah, right. That's what I'm thinking.
Let's keep it a bean, right?
All right.
Mhm.
First off, he's going to feel better at 75,
That's a fact.
and I don't think he can beat Morrell.
Ooh,
Damn.
why you say that?
Because I got eyes.
I mean, I do too. But I'm asking.
I think
what's
Morrell can beat him, but you think Morrell will beat him?
I think Morrell, and it's not that I don't think that David is a good fighter, because I do. I think that this is just a nightmare fight for David. He's used to being a bigger man in there. He's used to imposing his will. He used to come forward throwing Gatling gun combinations, and his defense, while it is improving, is still predicated on I can take your punches, you can't take mine.
Okay.
If you watch the Andre fight, Andre was doing well, but at the same time, right, he just couldn't hurt Benavidez.
Yeah. He can't handle what Benavidez is dishing.
Yeah. But that's not the case for Morrell. Morrell's a bigger man than Benavidez. Morrell's a more skilled man, more athletic man. And David Benavidez has built up a bad habit where he's always in there with guys smaller than him. So in a fight, he's going to do what he's most comfortable doing. He's going to come forward. If he comes forward on David Morrell, he's going to end up on a stretcher.
That okay. I respect that. But at the same time, how do you know David Morrell could take a shot himself? How do you know his punch resistance is there?
We don't know, but the one thing I do know about Cuban fighters is they ain't gonna stand there and let you just get your shit off. Benavidez is gonna have to come find him, and we know Benavidez. Sometimes he doesn't. When he walks forward, he's not defensively responsible. So Morrell can sit back, give him angles, and some of those same shots that Andre was able to get off, Caleb Plant was able to get off. Morrell gets those off. You already know what happens.
Mm-hmm.
We've seen guys get their career ended in a David Morrell fight. I ain't saying that'll happen. I'm just saying that if he just comes forward, he's going to get stopped.
So are you saying pretty much just to kind of sum it up in a way I can understand? You're basically saying that the risk is way higher with Morrell, so it would make more sense for him. He'd have a better opportunity at light heavyweight, being that he's more comfortable there and that David Morrell is such a threat.
It's the equivalent to Terence Crawford, Jaron Ennis. That's the situation. If I go up and I face Charlo, it's another division. It's going to be more money, more prestige. Or I could stay here at 68 and face a fucking monster that I'm not going to get full credit for because he's not as big of a name. But the potential ass whooping is still the same.
The setback, right? The setback and the reward being your best case scenario. You beat somebody who hasn't had enough fights, who hasn't had enough experience supposedly, and you're gonna walk away with a damn interim belt or a regular belt.
You making this face, Mark. This kid's a fucking.
No, that's just my face, bro. I'm listening.
He's a monster. He's a monster.
I see Morrell, bro. I see Morrell. I've seen him, but have I ever? I'm gonna have to really like watch him more closely because I don't ever remember Morrell really taking motherfuckers for a walk. It looked like he just steamrolled motherfuckers from what I be seeing. It looked like he just be walking to people and just be punching on it because they just not on his level. I haven't really seen like I don't know. I'm gonna have to really check him out.
He's a typical. He's a Cuban fighter that's mean. He can do both.
Oh, you could tell by how the way he punch, he mean. That's
right.
That's what set him apart from a lot of these Cuban dudes. A lot of them real calculated. You know what I mean? Don't be really want to step on the gas type situation, but you could tell he punched with bad intention. So yeah, he looked like he, especially his last opponent, he was really trying to take him. Yeah. He was really trying to put that man in the hospital.
Knocked that dude out standing up.
Yo, you know what a member of his team said to me, yo?
What's that?
He said that in the corner, Morrell said, "All right, I'm gonna knock him out, coach. I want to go out after this." I'm gonna knock him out in this round. I want to go out after this.
I believe it.
They said, but from what I heard, they said that boy liked the party though.
Yup.
Now
that's like the party, and that's why he.
That's the only thing. That's the only thing.
Yeah, that's why
listen,
they said.
what about the rumors
about? I was wondering real quick, Clay. I was like, yo, why he not down Miami? Why he in Minnesota? From what I heard, he can't be around them type environments. That's what I heard.
I heard two things. I heard that, and I heard that Minnesota got some weird like leniency or a little bit of space, gives him opportunities to potentially be using some. Yeah, I heard that man.
I didn't
I ain't
like
gonna get into that, but
I didn't like that. Sure. Wait,
what I do know for sure is that boy liked the party. That's what I heard.
Listen, I didn't like that Sean Abekbo. I didn't like that he went that route.
Yeah, that was corny. Because he never mentioned it.
Yeah, you didn't mention it before. That was bullshit, right? He went to fucking Minnesota before he ever started fighting. Before he ever made his debut. And the logic behind that is he didn't want to be in a place, he wanted to speak English. Right? He wanted to be in a place where he had to be forced to speak English.
Okay.
And if he goes to Miami like every other Cuban,
right,
you could just speak Spanish. And so he went to Minnesota. But Sean, you didn't have to take the fight, bro. You didn't have to now you getting on your soapbox because he sent you to the gulag, man. I ain't feeling that, man. I ain't feeling it.
Okay. Well, yeah, man.
And everybody else been fighting in Minnesota. Am I right?
Who?
He the only dude that gets questioned. He the only guy that got questioned. Am I right?
But I think they were questioning because he just wasn't being tested, right?
Did Ryo get tested?
We fought in Minnesota before too.
Yeah. Ain't nobody question Ryo. Ain't nobody
the
question
armory,
Gomez when he fought J-Rod. Ain't nobody question Cool Boy. Like nobody else got questioned for fighting in Minnesota. But when you get starts to do rounds, now all of a sudden, come on, man.
That's a good point. Look, Karma says he does. I have stories talking about this boy partying.
Yeah, I'm like, what?
Yo, after Benavidez and Morrell fight, man, they might be good friends because apparently they both like the party. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, he's definitely Action Jackson, especially in Houston. Yeah, he's that guy.
When he up there with Ronnie Shields, he be going hard in Houston.
He's that guy.
Oh man, I got yeah. I might have to put that on the bucket list, man. I might have to go party with Morrell one time. See what he on.
I don't know, man. I heard you party hard, man. I heard you party like a damn
Claymore. We out, man. We hanging out with Morrell, man. We out. We out.
No doubt, man.
But all right, man. Yo,
look at Slime Way Games. What Slime said. He said party, boy, and he put it. It's snowing outside. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
Y'all be going too far, man. Y'all be talking like shit y'all don't know about, man.
Yeah, I don't know. I ain't say that. You know what I mean? I'm just saying the rumors were in the area of that, and I have nothing to justify, or I'm not accusing that.
David, that's not a rumor, but come on, let's not put that on.
He said, no, that's not a rumor. That's not a rumor. No, that's not a rumor.
Yeah, he asked you something, Clay.
What's up?
Where you from, Clay?
I'm from New York, but I live in PA.
Yo, so
you live in PA?
That culture.
Yeah, I live in. Huh?
Shit.
What? What'd he say?
He asked you, did you live in PA?
Yeah, I live in PA. I stay in Central PA, like a Harrisburg area.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm close, right?
You out there with the burgers? I got you.
The burgers.
Yeah.
Yeah, nah. I actually plan on coming. I want to come out to Philly and come visit the gym. You know what I'm saying? In the near future, I wanted to do that. I know
yeah, we can lock that in for sure. I ain't know you was that close though.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah.
You familiar with the boxing scene in Harrisburg or no?
Not really. I mean, I know Cameron Street. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying. I know it's got a scene. Huh?
You know about Capital Punishment?
Yeah. Yep. Wow. What's up with them?
Nah, they know me over there.
Okay. Okay. Now I don't know them like that, but I know about them. I know what they had. He said
that
they
was the
know
face
me.
that he touched some dudes up over there. That's what that face.
Yeah, he got that face like
he touched some
they
dudes
know
up.
about me over there. They heard about me.
I touched some girls up over there too.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
sure.
Okay.
It's like no, we chill out, bro. Talking too much, bro. Talking too much. Nah, but yeah, I'm familiar with Harrisburg and them, Claudia and all them dudes out there. Yeah, I'm familiar with them. I even know one of the promoters that's over there too. The dude Andrew Floyd, he from over there. So.
Oh, I didn't know Floyd was from out there. Okay.
Yeah, Andrew Floyd, he from Harrisburg. Yeah. Marshall from Reading, but he from Harrisburg.
Yeah.
Anyway, what was you gonna say?
Yo, I noticed that the like them putting the snowflakes in the chat. I noticed that's more of a West Coast thing than an East Coast thing.
What, the party scene?
No, you know, the snow play.
That's what I'm saying. The party scene, that what they talking about.
Yeah, that's really not prevalent here. Like, I remember I went to college.
Too much.
Yeah, I went to college in El Paso, and they were shocked that I never partook. And I'm like, bro, we don't do that shit.
No, Philly. Somebody pull out some work in Philly. People gonna. You might get hurt behind that for real.
Yeah, I never played.
Like in Philly, if you do that and you ask somebody to do that, somebody might get really offended. That shit could go left, like fast.
Now,
Miami,
would somebody sell you to work?
In Miami, they get it in like that.
Yeah, they sell it to you, but if you offer them it, you know what I'm saying.
But in Miami, they get it down like that. They get it in like that for real.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, bro. Come on, man. Miami, yes.
Yeah,
especially
somebody I work with moved to Philly from Miami, and he was surprised like we don't get down like that over here either. And I was like,
yeah, especially the Cubans, man. Especially the Cubans. Listen, that's not even considered. That's right next to weed. That's not even considered a bad drug, bro. That's considered like, so what's the big deal? They get it in like that.
Whoa,
that shit casual.
That's a fact. That's a fact. It's not even considered a big deal, bro. It's not even a big deal. Like, it's nothing. Businessmen, lawyers.
Yeah, they treat that real casual over there. That's like a casual thing over there.
Yep.
They be doing that shit right there at them restaurants and all.
Yep.
Yo, right I knew it was crazy when I seen the chick at the 49ers game do a line. I said, wow.
Couldn't wait till halftime, bitch. You right here.
You didn't even wait till the
Slime always comes from my head, bro. Pause. Slime always coming to get me, bro. Slime always coming to get me, man, in the chat, man. That boy said, your backyard friend, his name's Claymore Rain. Read this with the Backyardigan song.
Clay look like a backyardigan. That's fucking nuts.
Jesus Christ, bro. I was on a panel the other day. They were like, oh, yo, you look like Kenny Ellis. You ain't had to laugh that hard. It wasn't even that serious, man.
Yo, you do look like Kenny, bro.
Why I feel like I see your head go back and everything on that, bro. It wasn't that serious, bro. His head went back and everything.
How you zoom in? There you go.
Kenny, that is Kenny, yo. That's fucking Kenny, yo.
How you go back? All right.
I'm gonna shave my beard, man.
Nah, that shit might make you look worse for real, bro.
Nah, I ain't shaving the beard, nah. I look like a creep. I look like Floyd.
Yo, they gonna hate us for this show, man. But
yo, for real though, they gonna see this. Yo, Floyd, salute, man. Nothing but respect, bro. I don't think you a creep, bro. I don't think you're a creep. I don't think that at all, bro.
All right, man. I'm gonna wrap this up, bro. I gotta get up at 6, and it's 1. So, yeah, bro. I don't really sleep like that. I don't know if y'all know. I don't really need that much sleep, bro. I'll be on my Kobe shit, sleeping like 4 or 5 hours, and I'll be straight for the rest of the day.
That's because you're still young. That shit will catch up to you.
Remember,
I'm telling you.
Shit.
Well, I'm 26 next week, so that clock ticking for sure.
Now, once you hit like after 35, you're gonna start realizing it's harder, and after 40, it's gonna be ludicrous. You heard? 5 hours is gonna be ludicrous. You're gonna be like, you crazy as hell, man. Get out my house.
Yeah, hopefully I ain't that busy when I'm late 30s, early 40s, bro.
Right. Right.
Yeah. Hopefully, I'm in Puerto Rico by then.
Oh, word, you trying to do it like that? I feel you.
I'm already like in the process, bro. Like crib getting got all that shit, bro. That's being done for sure.
What hurricanes and everything like that? You trying to go down
Oh,
there?
I
And
ain't
deal
gonna
with
be
all
there full time, but yeah, like
Oh.
that's gonna be where I'm gonna be kicking it at. I want to open a gym over there and all like that's
Okay.
yeah, for sure. Yeah, I mean,
Is that what your pops be working on that a little bit?
Huh?
Your pops be working on that a little bit when he go down there, like he be working on opening
not on the gym aspect, but he already got a crib over there. And I'm following the way. You know what I mean, for sure. What you was gonna say, Jamil?
No, man, I'm like, that's what's up, man.
Oh yeah, definitely, bro. Yeah, we got one of our old coaches from our gym moved over to Gagwash over there in Puerto Rico, and he opened his own gym and he got his own little stable going on. You know what I mean? That shit fire, bro. So yeah, I'm definitely
I'm biased. I like Puerto Rican fighters from the States more than I like Puerto Rican fighters from the island.
You said you like Puerto Ricans from the States more than the island?
Yeah.
The fighters.
Maybe it's biased.
I
feel like fighters, Puerto Rican fighters from here are just more complete. So maybe y'all could bring some of that
Puerto
down
Rican
there.
Fighters from the island, though.
The what?
Yeah, and
fighters from the island.
And no. If you think, all right, so where's
What you about to say? Cotto from Rhode Island?
No, I said where's Benitez from?
New York, right?
Yeah. Where's Camacho from?
New York. But neither one of them better than Tito or Gomez.
I mean, I give you that, but you're starting to see. Okay, do you think that Tito?
How about the current Puerto Rican fighters right now?
Do you think Tito was a complete fighter? I don't think so.
But he's an all-time great.
No, he's an all-time great. But I said I feel like they're more complete fighters though.
Oh, more complete.
Yeah.
Okay. Damn. Okay. Tito had a little bit of everything, though. I think a lot of people slept on his abilities overall. I think he had a little bit of everything.
I ain't sleep on him. What?
No, I'm saying like a lot of people when they talk about Tito, they just talk about his left hook. I was like, no, he had a accurate right hand. I think Tito's biggest problem was he had balance issues, especially in them early rounds. I don't know what it was, bro. But like he never had like his feet together in them early rounds, and it was like it would take a knockdown to get him back to get him like on point. Like, it was weird, bro. I don't know. But Tito my favorite fighter all time though, so I love that dude.
What are you gonna talk about the current Rican fighter?
From the States?
Yeah, the current Rican fighters, period. Y'all in a little dip right now. Y'all in the dip.
Yeah, I think the best Puerto Rican fighter we got is Amanda Serrano.
True.
I think so. Xander, he looked like he coming together.
Yeah, I think Xander doing good.
Xander coming together. You know what I mean?
I feel like y'all down on Edgar and y'all shouldn't be.
Edgar think he a rapper, man.
Jamil, he's ass, bro.
It's still early.
He
think he a rapper, man.
Bro,
that dude
how many fights he got? Mil, how many fights he got?
He got like 20 fights. It's still early, yo. He's still developing.
Bro, the worst thing that happened was him getting those 16, 17 straight knockouts.
Because
he did not learn anything with all the first round knockouts.
It hurt his development, but that's what I'm saying. You develop fighters all the time. You know that was 16 rounds. 16 rounds in his first 16 fights. You know that's not good for development because every time he never got a chance to really work on anything outside the gym in real world application because as soon as he cracked somebody upside their head, they fell.
Yeah. Even in his picture on BoxRec, he got like 30,000 in his ears, bro. Like two big old diamonds in it. Like when you look at everybody else's BoxRec, like he just, I don't know. I think he needs to focus on the boxing. I think he's just blinging and just looking like a rapper. He look like he just, I don't know. I don't know if he drinks or anything like that. So it looks like hopefully he's disciplined in that area, but it does look like he's distracted, like he's already made it energy. And I don't know if that's necessarily true. but we'll see.
Xander is from the island though. He's not from over here.
Right. He came here young though. He came here like what, like 14, 15, 13, 14?
He turned pro when he was like 16.
Right.
He
He
from
had
the
moved
island.
over.
From the island. You could tell though, even when he speak English, it don't sound like, you could tell like he still got that like heavy accent on him. He from the island for sure. Yo, I heard, Jamil, remember you was telling me Omar Rosario not really like that?
Yeah.
They said Top Rank released him.
Hey, yo, Top Rank, if you lose one fight, they're gonna release you, bro. They miss you.
Yo, that's a fact, bro. As soon as you get an L on your record, bro, they letting you go, bro. They got rid of Omar, man. They got rid of.
Top Rank avoids a lot of criticism, and PBC gets it all. But the reality is, like, Top Rank don't even give you room to develop in the sense of Elvin Rodriguez.
Elvis was in his. Elvis got in a zone too, where he was really doing damage. And
yeah, but you put him in there with fucking Kenneth Sims. Like that's not a tough fight.
I feel like if you get on Top Rank bad side, that's when they try to line you. I've heard that personally. Like if you like turn down a fight or you make things difficult for the matchmakers and you get on their bad side and they try to line you. For sure. I heard that. I heard that before. Let me see.
You don't miss weight.
Oh yeah, you missed time. Yeah.
I mean,
I think we talking about the same person. I think we talking about the same person.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I heard about that situation. That shit was kind of crazy. Look, they said Berlanga not a real Rican. We don't claim him. That's crazy.
Oh man.
Yo, bro, I'm trying to tell you, nobody like him, bro. But a lot of people rocking with Subarel heavy in the island right now. Heavy. But he got a lot.
Did y'all hear the rumors about Deontay fighting Andy Ruiz potentially?
Now?
I'm good on that right now.
You good on Deontay?
Oh, yo, Ray Davis said, don't sleep, Oscar Collazo. That's a fact. We don't be talking about Oscar Collazo. That boy a monster. Look that boy up when y'all get the time. Look him up in the chat, y'all.
Oscar Collazo. the last time I seen Brandon in AC, Brandon looked phenomenal, bro.
Pizarro?
I ain't saying that. Yeah, I ain't saying that because we know him.
No, I know.
The last time I seen Brandon, he looked phenomenal.
Yeah. I didn't get to see it, man. I didn't get the chance to go up there, but I heard it was a good performance, though. I heard it was a good performance. Brandon should have keep it a buck, bro. And I told him myself, he's supposed to have been out here, bro. Supposed to have been out here. You know what I mean? He was extremely talented. He used a few of my fighters for sparring and stuff like that. He a great talent, bro. Great talent. His name should have been clicking in the boxing world by now. Like amongst like us right now, I feel like he should be spoken about for real. But he got a good amount of fights too. He got like a good amount of fights. What he like 16-1, 17-1?
Yeah, something like that. 17-1. Brandon Pizarro.
He from Philly. I think he was at 35 at one point, but I think he had 40 now. He big too. He a big 140. 135, whatever division he in. Big kid. He like 5'10", 5'11". Let's see. So they
what weight class does Collazo fight at?
He small dude.
I know he's a small dude. That's what I was saying.
Is he a fly? Let me see. Yeah, mini flyweight.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's from Newark though. I thought he was from the island. He's from Newark. Oh, he is from the island. He lives in Villalba. Okay.
Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
Well, he was born in Newark, but he lives in Puerto Rico now.
Yeah. He fight at 105.
Yep.
Yeah, he's the WBO world champion at 105 right now. Them weight classes don't get enough credit, man. I don't know why though, because they fights be so exciting. You ever seen them dudes fight, Jamil, live?
Yeah, listen, it's lit. I don't know why people don't like those little weight classes,
Those
man.
105, 108, 112 dudes, bro. They don't get tired, bro. Like that should be crazy, bro.
Yeah, that's all marketing, though.
Huh?
I said that's all marketing, though.
Yeah. Them dudes be throwing like 100 punches around, bro. You going at it. But all right, man, I'm about to wrap this shit up, y'all. We got 34 people in the building, man. I appreciate you guys tuning in. Hit the like button, of course, when y'all come up in here. If y'all appreciate the content, man, I want to thank Low Nose Boxer for coming through earlier, man. I want to thank Claymore Rain for coming on, and my boy Jamil Parker at YSM Sports Media for stopping by as well, man. I appreciate you guys coming on and speaking your piece. Like I said, y'all always welcome to come on the channel, man. Y'all subscribe to YSM Sports Media. Y'all subscribe to Claymore Rain, man. ATP Combat Media right here. Here's his link right here. You know what I'm saying? YSM Sports Media. I'm sure y'all already subscribed to the man. But if y'all not, subscribe to the man. He got the best interviews in the boxing world right now, hands down. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you want to be up to date with what's going on in the Philly boxing scene and just boxing overall, YSM Sports Media is the place to go. You know what I mean? So I'm going to get up out of here, man. I got like 4 hours of sleep waiting on me.
Get it. Go get it, man. Don't you get 1 minute less.
I'll holler at y'all, man. Y'all have a blessed
appreciate
night.
you, bro.
Yep.
Salute, man. Salute,
Well, man. Thank you. I'm going to holler at y'all, man. Y'all have a blessed night. I'll holler at y'all, man. Peace.